Abfahrt. So. Wie machen wir's? Wie machen wir's? Rieseninfluencer plus sehr aktive Fanszene, die sie auch gepusht haben mit eben, wie gesagt, dieser Fanszene. Bildet sehr gute Kultur so. Anderen First Pick, okay. Okay, das heißt, wir spielen Cassante rein, right? Wir spielen Cassante rein, right? Sollte ganz klar die Idee sein.
But if you take Pantheon as well, you've also got the Rise pairing. So you've got these semi-globals.
Absolutely.
To really rotate around the map.
And that's the debate right now for Fnatic. Do they just... Oh, it looks like they want to take the Jarvan away. So the global potential not going to be available to them. I'm now wondering, Corki Nami is available. Do they want to...
Was passiert bei einem Verlust von Fnatic? Dann müssen sie jedes gewinnen, glaube ich.
To these teams as well. We've seen how strong now the Lucian-Melio combo is. Will teams be prioritizing it? For now, it looks like the Fnatic is thinking about going towards upsets Caitlyn, which he's been very effective at.
Finde ich so, oh, wirklich. One-to-on. Wirklich, one-to-on. I mean, ey, das passt. Das passt für mich. Ob sie den 4-5 in der Tiebreaker bekommen würden? Ja, es ist einfach gewinnen müssen. Sie müssen gewinnen.
I'm genuinely surprised that they decided not to prioritize their bot lane. Does this mean that their game plan is to leave bot lane completely open and then instead lock in mid lane? I mean, we had a bit of a chat with Odo yesterday. I mean, positional code.
Alle Games in die kommenden Series, wäre schon mal gut. Ja, ergibt Sinn. Ball of 3 ergibt Sinn. Ist auch ein Takeaway, right? Keine Kate in den Botlane für uns.
With Nautilus ban, I'm wondering, like, do they lock in their support here? Do they grab themselves the Rise? Do they instead think about just getting...
Ezreal auf 3, okay.
Get the AD carry, they want to take the Ezreal away.
Okay.
And they can pair this up with the Nami. They have to feel confident that if the Nami gets banned away, they've got other options to pair alongside it.
I mean,
okay.
They're not going to, you know, as you said, the Karma's already gone. Nami's probably going to be banned away.
Leona's worth thinking about as well.
For a bit more long range, I guess.
But also just Ezreal, Leona. Often when I think about ADs, I think about supports that they like to play with. Ezreal Nami works, Ezreal Karma is good. Ezreal Leona is a combo that has a little bit more kill threat and great combo potential, but also synergizes with champions like Jarvan with giving you a lot of long range engage. Whether or not they'll go that direction very much depends on what gets banned away. So the Nami then gets removed, Karma is already gone. So I'm now thinking to myself, what else could they pick?
Okay, so.
Is a possibility. It very much depends on what Fnatic's feeling.
Ich würde Nico, weiß ich nicht. Weiß ich nicht. Ich bin am Leona überlegen, eventuell. Eventuell am Leona überlegen.
I mean, he plays any 80 carry. Siva is one he's played a hell of a lot as well. So scaling options kind of taken off the board, but again, that Varus is there if he's going to prioritize how he performs in lane.
The only problem with Varus into Jarvan on
in the range,
it's not fun.
You're probably going on hit Varus if you do it.
It's definitely not something you really want. You want something with a dash.
Aber dann hier ergibt Sinn.
Something that's very high prio.
Ja, vielleicht gehen die Jhin.
So they ban away the Anivia.
Könnte Jhin werden für Kalist.
I feel like it's the kind of the guaranteed pick now for Fnatic, and yeah, they're going to secure it for themselves.
Yeah, who doesn't have these here? What matchup's he going to take?
Annie is what he's been bringing out a lot.
Yeah. Annie, another one.
He could play Cassio if he feels like he's confident in the matchup. Again, though, not a lot of mobility, because right now Fnatic have a lot of long-range engage with both Jarvan and Ornn at your side. It's very easy for Fnatic to start fights whenever they want.
And he does get locked in. Yes. But
Sollte Jin werden.
Question is AD carry here. What is
Aber also Jin Annie, I. Die brauchen actually, nee, die brauchen DPS. Die brauchen DPS gegen den hier. Und gegen die hier.
Be a Vayne angle.
do you think so?
Es wird keine Vayne, aber ja, die brauchen irgendwoher DPS.
Matchup.
Is it good into Ornn?
Die brauchen DPS.
Well, in theory, she's good at killing frontlines
Okay.
if she can hit them.
Mehr DPS auf jeden Fall, ja.
Is
Okay.
Yunara any better?
Yeah, I mean, she has a dash.
Yeah,
That's the
she
thing that they
does
care
have a
about,
bit
right?
more mobility.
That's what they want. That's what they're after. So the Yunara is going to be locked in. Okay, Casey's got, like, truthfully, I do like what
Ja, ist gültig.
gone for. I feel like it's going to be...
Ja. I mean, Yumi Soraka.
Fetty and I see things sometimes.
Kurz Werbung.
And my eyes just shuddered because I saw this.
Aha.
Soraka.
Wow.
Are you worried?
Lane Bully Lane.
The long range engage and burn?
Harte Lane Bully Lane.
I...
Super harte Lane Bully Lane.
They've got really
Kann ich mitarbeiten.
good team fighting. They've got...
Kann ich mitarbeiten.
They have such
Lane Bully.
pressure.
Mitte ist even, aber eher any favor. Jungle haben wir einen stärkeren Jungle Early Game. Toplane chillt.
Like, it's one of those things
Okay.
that often gets underestimated, but Rumble ult,
Oh ja, 815 Yunara, ja.
you're taking a bunch of damage. It
nicht
gets
so gut.
removed immediately. Right, anti-heal obviously becomes very important, but yeah, I think that KC, they're relatively short-ranged. They don't have the easiest engage tools. Their side lane isn't as strong compared to the Rise. I feel like that, sure, they've got a lot of individual playmaking, I would argue, but on paper, I do prefer Fnatic's comp. I think, I'm pleasantly surprised by the Soraka. I think it's a great fifth pick.
All right, Betty. I'm with you.
I'm cautiously optimistic for Fnatic.
Cautious is the word. But for Fnatic, I mean, throwing a haymaker in for game one draft. Let's see if it's strong enough.
Abfahrt.
Because Vladdy is on something that can control the game, move around. Empress on weak side. I'm curious about the lane here and how Losper goes against Busio's Bard. As we get into Summoner's Rift, KC are behind their team once again. As Carmine Core look to go undefeated in the LEC Spring so far.
Yeah, I mean, for KC, they've had 3 games.
Bekommen Level 1 Ward. Super.
And they played 3 games this weekend, and then their last 3 games are in Madrid.
Yeah.
And they've got some, well, I'm going to say it's slightly tougher competition going into that weekend.
Eine Bot-Lane ist Lane Winning. Lane Bully Lane sogar.
And MCoy.
Yeah, so,
Eine Bully Lane ist es.
and they won't be in their home ground this time.
No.
They'll be in enemy territory.
Oh, there will be some booing, and that's okay.
There absolutely will
They're
be.
going to have to deal with it.
So, setting themselves up with the 6-0, obviously getting that 6 wins will put them in playoffs. And yeah, they're looking to lock by winning this series. Whereas for Fnatic, as you can see in the top right of your screen, 2 wins, 4 losses. They've only got 3 series left to play. And so they need
Qs müssen treffen.
that they can get
Von sowohl Ezreal als auch Soraka.
to secure that.
Qs müssen treffen.
No, it is not. But getting it out of the way early, I mean, the pressure comes off, and even though KC haven't been playing that badly with pressure on their
Toll
shot
Play von Yahoo bisher.
from Yahoo, by the way, using that range of the Annie to get in Vladdy's face, he's already kind of sent back and won't have to burn that pot nice and early as level 2's hit first. Look towards the bottom lane, upset and Losper. Running in, finding a bit of success here as Starcall tries to get the harass. And everyone knows, Soraka, if Q hits, you've done your job poorly as
Yeah.
enemy, because that enables the infinite sustain. All you have to worry about is Losper's mana in the process. Make sure you dodge Q. That's lesson number 1 that everyone knows versus Soraka.
Well, maybe they don't. We haven't seen a Soraka in competitive for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
Losper is 1-1 on the Soraka. Last played in
Verstehe ich gut, ja. Ich kann auch damit arbeiten mit dem Draft.
and the last Soraka we saw in the LEC
Ich kann damit arbeiten.
to go back in 2023.
Yep.
So it's been a while.
Starcall hits again.
But look at the sustain. It's
Sehr schön.
yeah. I mean,
Soraka Q gleich Auto-Insta-Win von der Lane.
I felt like it was an
Passt.
instability that we'd start digging deeper into the pool. When would we see the return of the Yuumi? When would we see the arrival of the Soraka? And it feels like that we're getting deeper in there with now the arrival of, I mean, Milio this weekend and now the Soraka.
That's what I was saying. I'm loving the meta right now. It feels like the meta is so versatile.
Unless you look at mid lane.
Yeah, okay, well look, mid lane's a different beast, but I think the meta everywhere else is kind of exciting. As Yike,
Passt.
not an invade, this is his own blue buff. He now goes for the Scuttlecrab, and really nice transition here. As Razork is up for the time being, trying to make something at the bottom lane. He's already picked up bottom scuttle, but he will be seen on a warden now.
Sind wir uns sicher? Sind wir uns sicher? Silence fällt runter. Losbar, oh mein Gott. Wir haben AIDS. Oh mein Gott, wir haben AIDS.
An early silence comes through from Losbar to basically prevent Kalist from dashing away, sidestepping the EQ. But then the EQ actually misses because Kalist just walks out of
Ach du Scheiße.
and is able to avoid that. Then Upset E's underneath the tower, meaning that now he's in a very precarious spot because he's thinking, oh no, I might have tower aggro here. I got to get out ASAP. Gets rooted underneath the tower thanks to Busio, and the dive ends up being a whiff.
Losbar's moving already, by the way. He's going towards mid. Maybe, yeah, Vladdy looks
Geile Stimmung, aber Stimmung ist richtig krank. Deswegen auch mit Audio von Castern. Beim Teamfeed haben wir es nicht drin.
Max health, you get the move speed. Home guard's obviously going to come through, so he's going to walk to lane just fine. But that bonus move speed is 90%. And it's going to mean a lot here as the game goes on for the mobility of this support pick from Fnatic. As back comes through from Upset, so Losbar's going to get busy looking at a different lane while camera pans to Yike, who's around the bottom side and will quickly almost spot out Losbar as he makes his roam.
Both supports just hovering around that mid wave, wanting to offer their support in the event of any potential gank. Yahoo with good push for now though. No dragon on the boards, which means that no early playmaking around that neutral objective. Empress continues to play on the weak side, but we are seeing Kana running the first strike, so he's going to be farming up some early gold. That's where a lot of the advantage currently sits.
Busio holding his ground. Razok face checks. I don't know if Busio was expecting that, but Razok didn't move against the wall, which is nice.
Also gerade Zeit natürlich, wir warten auf Upgrade Smite. Passt. Warten auf Upgrade Smite. Bekommen hier gleich eine Scrap um Botlane Crap herum. Problem ist, wir haben kein Flash bei Upset. Und auch kein Cleanse.
I mean, the other thing we kind of glazed over in draft was the fact that Busio did get his bard.
Yeah, and he got it yesterday as well, which was a mistake from Shifters.
It's a champion that he's become very synonymous with, especially over on his time in FlyQuest with North America. It was a champion that he just teams were
Spielen wir uns hier gut mit dem Fight?
impactfully was on it.
Ey, wir haben Smite Upgrade. Hau auf die Crap drauf, hau auf die Crap drauf. Smite gegen No Smite. Dass wir da EQ benutzen, ich wünsche mir da, dass wir fighten, oder nicht? Alle auf die Crap draufhauen und dann instant mit der German Ulti Full Cent, oder nicht?
So we did 900 compared to the 600 from Yike. I say 900 to 600. Yes, he basically had an upgraded smite, is my point. I'm still in a different universe. That you can tell how old I am. I'm over it.
Wir hätten auch sterben können. NEC mal stronger, ja, das stimmt schon. Aber so ein kleiner, feiner Flash vielleicht vom Bart? Vielleicht so ein kleiner, feiner Flash?
And he had that advantage over Yike, so well played by him.
Potential gank from Busio. It's good damage coming through as Kalist sends in the digital Beyblade over into Losbar.
Wir hätten auch sterben können. Ist okay. Ist okay.
Transcendence now available. Yahoo with Tibbers up and available. But Vladdy has a bit of HP, so he's okay. The crowd loves it, however. I don't know, where are the lungs coming from?
I know, they just keep going. I'm genuinely really impressed.
Outskate Fnatic, das Game nicht Ruhe. Ist eine tolle Fnatic-Kombo, Tolle Fnatic-Kombo, seht ihr. Redet. Und 50 Gold auch noch für den Bären.
Yahoo has been perma-pushing in this midway 1v1. And finally, Razok sees an opportunity.
IQ skate nicht, Ruhe.
Gold still relatively even.
Ruhe.
Gold advantage Kana's building up in the 1v1 in top lane. But Vladdy, getting that first blood for himself, going to accelerate the rise and put him in a great spot.
I will say though, Empress is doing pretty good. Like, keeping CS in this lane is good. Busio has some heal. Good poke away from Fnatic. Yikes coming in though. Look at the angle. Magical journey. Losbar in trouble. Tries to drop down a Q and Upset gets...
Upset kein Flash. Plans auf den Slow drauf, gut. TP behind.
Have to get out of there. Razok's also in. Cataclysm on.
Okay.
Losbar picks up the killer's Yike, flashes away, but with a rune present, flash Q from Losbar brings out the Crescent Guard. Yike still not out of trouble, flag and drag, true shot execution from Upset.
Mehr?
3 kills for Fnatic.
Mehr?
That's a realm warp Losper comes in with Bloody.
Mehr.
Against the wall. They're going to equal
Mehr.
silence him. Razzle gets the kill. And Fnatic's bottom lane helps set up
Ja.
an early game.
Who is this Fnatic and where have they been all weekend? 4-0 the scoreline here in the early game. It's KC that tried to gank the bot lane of Fnatic. Look at the heals. Absolutely monstrous, keeping Upset alive. He doesn't have his flash available, but he's able to get away to safety. Then Razzle uses Busio's own portal to gank the lane. Losper gets the initial kill.
Ruhe.
For the root.
Keine Fallhöhe aufbauen.
Applies the slow from the Starfall from Losper and the ulti just at the right time from Upset to allow him to get the kill. And then Vladdy...
Keine Fallhöhe aufbauen, Ruhe.
Vladdy is locked in, looking to get revenge against his former team.
He wants revenge. He wants to shut up the fans. Like, he knows it's banter.
Das kann Fnatic unmöglich verlieren. Halt die Fresse.
When you wipe that smile off their faces, and Vladdy small bounty on his head. Gold all through lanes right now. As I said before, it's not like Kana has a giant lead over Emperos. So, great news.
Ich habe Dinge gesehen, das würdest du dir nicht mal ausmalen können.
As Razork started on Vision, Police and Busio, though, don't have too much to contribute as they try and roam to mid.
The mid jungle right now.
Wir haben gestern ein Game mit Elder Drake verloren. Ich glaube an nichts mehr.
Just being a pest, hovering around. Razork gonna be able to smite that.
Sehr gut. Camp secure, mein Bro, Ruder. Camp secure, mein Bruder. Raus, 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 raus. Riven, danke für den Raid. Danke. Danke.
Fnatic looking comfortable with this early game.
So, das Fnatic so gute Fresse jetzt. Zuschauen. Abwarten. Full clear hoch. Base. Botlane. Lane Gang. Potenziell. Wäre ready. Good aim. Danke für den 14. Nur Liebe. Was?
And this is what I mean when, like, once the further healing items come through
Warte.
Soraka, things get very, very scary.
Yeah.
You need that
There's
anti-ASAP on the side of KC.
Warte, ist der Respawn oder hat er den gerade platziert?
Yeah, I really like the approach to Fnatic.
Der ist Respawn, der hat den rausgeschickt, oder?
This momentum, though. Of course, when it comes to a team like Fnatic, so far the conversation
Oder?
this weekend has been they have no early game.
Nee, der hat den einfach geplaced, oder?
Games has been through
Der hat den actually geplaced, oder?
late game team.
War Full HP, also Full Duration, er hat den einfach geplaced. Okay, wir nehmen die Grubbies auch noch an. Wir nehmen die Grubbies auch noch an.
The first dragon, they're also going to get the grubs. And the Fnatic fans right now at home.
Oh nein.
Cautiously.
Lost war mein Schatz, du hast keinen Flash.
But they know there's going to be more.
Lost war mein Schatz, du hast keinen Flash.
There's the engage, audacious charge.
Fuck.
Remember the witch is available for Losper, but
Fuck.
when he gets to use it, no, he just dies instead. Tempered fate
Fuck.
from Busio, catches Upset out,
Okay.
pushes away. But KC make the play on bot and finally get their first kill.
Rise ult hoch.
Response from
Rise ult hoch.
finds his way into the alcove, but there's
Board's
the
got
rumble.
Kana in trouble. You're right. It brings in.
Redet. Killern. Nein. Ja, ist okay.
Killing down Kana.
Fnatic making the cross.
Muss ich nur vor die Fresse halten, so leicht. Meinst du ernst?
They turn their attention up towards top. Emperos ends up picking up the kill.
Es reicht.
The ideal world is not the way they want it to go, but hey, they'll take that kill regardless. We look back at the play down towards the bottom side. He actually gets spotted on Vision, so they know he's on the bot side. They know he's moved into the alcove. I didn't realize that they actually had him.
Okay, aber es sind halt so legit 30 Sekunden, ne?
So I guess they
I mean, es sind so 30 Sekunden. Fair enough. To be fair, das sind legit 30 Sekunden, ne?
a little bit too close. The silence doesn't really connect. He
I mean, du hast aber auch keinen Flash als Einhorn.
has no way to escape.
To be fair, du hast auch keinen Flash als Einhorn.
The flash away. Casey, the patience pays off, but then again, the cross-map gank happens. Good realm warp comes through from
Schlag ihn tot.
brings in Razork. Emperos is happy to tank up the tower being on, and they find a clean dive into
Hätte Radok den da mit der Ulti getötet. Ich hätte mich kurz vergessen.
4 out of 5 kill, but just
Just saying.
not being involved in
Ich hätte mich ganz kurz vergessen.
through the bottom lane. For now, though, early game continues to be brilliant. First dragon was picked up. Gold lead mainly on Razork, who I have to say, I think this split, Razork has had disappointing performance, has been majorly inconsistent. This weekend even, some of the engages yesterday on the Wukong, jumping in without ulti. We had massive question marks against him. Hopefully today he fixes that, as Sundered Sky already picked up. Yike, yes, is also there, but the role quest also just completed.
So a lot of swapping happening already, but of course Upset has the advantage of having completed his role quest. Oh, underneath the tower. Oh, that's
Kana,
2 tower
That is
shots.
a mistake.
Ja.
Fourth God was
Ja.
scared. Maybe Kana has to scrap
Passt.
and run away regardless. He's okay for now. Meanwhile, Yuck's coming in for the game flag and dragging bottom lane. Tibbers interrupts. Tempered fate, Busio. Legendary.
Ja.
Brings back the play, but the
Ja.
wish. The
Ruhe!
The knock up there. Bloody gets stunned. Tibbets is
Heal!
He kites his way.
Drück W! Einhorn! Und er rennt weg mit der Passive!
Room prison up. Lost
Ja!
alive. He puts down the Equinox and lives. Upset got the kill on the back line.
Ruhe.
Soraka is paying
Weiter. Ganz ruhig.
Ambulance working
Ganz ruhig.
perfectly. Losper taking excellent care of every single patient that he has, making sure that none of them get within death's grasp. He keeps everyone alive. Fnatic find 3 kills off the back of that play. And just watch Losper. So a great response from Busio because he connects 2, right? But the silence roots Yike on the backside so we can't follow up. Then the Witch comes.
Alter, hat der eine Bombe bekommen.
Another heal. Vladdy then gets isolated.
Und jetzt schaut, Losper kommt jetzt gleich. Pass auf. Jetzt wird auf Losper geswitcht, Target. Und jetzt kommt er raus wegen seiner Passive. Das Einhorn.
Another slow, another heal.
Beautiful.
Everything simply perfect from Razork, from Losper, the damage from Vladdy. Fnatic with a 4.5k gold lead against KC.
It's a great early game. You know, Fnatic fans, I think you'd be happier than you were about 5 minutes ago. We're 14 in. And I swear this is the biggest gold lead I've seen in Fnatic in quite a while in the first 15 minutes of the game.
It's one of the most convincing leads I've seen from Fnatic, but as I know fans will be saying, Vedi, don't say anything until they actually hit the next.
Ja, Rede.
Because we've seen
Wir sind pathetic.
kind of leads before.
Unser Midgame ist immer noch teilweise pathetic. Unser Decision Making muss reported werden.
100% kill participation.
Deswegen Ruhe behalten.
He's been involved
Ruhe
in
bewahren.
all the action, and Losper on the Soraka doing wonders as he's granting the wish to the Fnatic fans right now.
And he's got his Dream Bubble upgrade. He's also got Moonstone Renewer. So those heals, those Astral Infusion is going to be big. As Realm Warp from Vladdy coming in. Call the Forge, got layers and flashes out Kana. He's now going to run away from Vladdy, but Vladdy's not going to commit any further. Kana now down a flash, and again,
Problem ist, wir haben keine...
started bullying this top lane while Yike makes an appearance.
Oh, war ja.
KC, because they know that the Forge God doesn't have his ultimate available. So that
Oh, war ja. Ohne On-Ult, ja, wir sind sehr ahead. Wir sind so ahead.
to about 5.
Lange Dank für 13.
That's a Cataclysm of Elo. That's an engaged tool looking for the Flag and Drag.
Oh, wow.
Flag and Drag's
Oh, wow. Holt den Herald.
going down instead, ordered by Kaliz. The Witch comes in, upset Arcane shifts forward. KC are getting out. They wanted the objective, the eye not claim, but as Emperos looks for the charge, he flashes, searing charge, knock up, tempered fate, stops the play. KC stick around, but upset again. Arcane shifts over the wall.
Okay.
The chase continues, but remember,
Hadido.
no eye is off the left hand. Busio gets clipped.
Upset finds a nice snipe.
Okay. Wie ist Yike explodiert, by the way? Der hat nicht Ulti rausbekommen.
Saw it, he panicked, reacted by walking in, and Fnatic get themselves another kill.
Ich wollte schon fast die erste Ulti dodgen. Gottes Willen.
Picked it up. And looking at those bars, they weren't able to grab it. So it's a win for the fight for Fnatic. They get themselves 2 kills. 10-1.
Der war silenced, noch besser.
What a phenomenal start. We look back at the fight. Vladdy on the flank has to be cautious because he knows he gets engaged on.
Oh, wow, er war wirklich so... Oh, perfekt.
It's one shot. An ulti from Kana that
Halt seinen Tag. Du musst jetzt auch aufhören zu jinxen. Es reicht.
HP from Fnatic.
Haltet doch alle mal die Fresse, bitte.
If it weren't for the fact that Busio connects that cosmic binding. But as KC retreat, as they look to escape, upset drawing attention top. Little did Busio know that he had his target as we're back to life.
We are fighting again, but remember there is a striker here. Equinox down, sending down that call once more. Every time a star call hits, Losper gets sustained. Didn't hit that one, but it doesn't matter because KC can't be in a choke like that.
They do get the flash out from upset though, so small win gained for KC. Ulti thrown out towards top. Gets a chipper damage down.
Kann mir irgendjemand Botlane gehen?
As KC were interested in contesting those Raptors. I don't think they were able to quite get them. We got to go back to farming now. The game kind of reaches a bit of a standstill, but look at this. Hysterics.
Danke.
17 minutes in. That's bounties on the side of
And
Fnatic.
they've been there for like 4 minutes.
So KC...
Hey, warum haben... Wait. Warum haben die Objective Bounties?
The game is saying, hey, KC...
Ist es der scheiß Franzosen-Buff?
back into this game, which is not what we...
Ey, es sind nur 4000 Gold. Ich habe schon schlimmere States gesehen, ohne Objective Bounties.
Game 1 yesterday was this dominant hit against Shifters. It looked like it was setting up for a 2-0. Only then the series got competitive as who's getting back up through Fog of War, through these topside brushes. Sneaking in is Yike. Waiting for Vladdy to overstep, but he ain't doing it.
Empiros ist so obdachlos da unten. Oh mein Gott, schaut euch den armen Orn an. Er ist so obdachlos. Nicht ganken, nimm den Red Buff. Okay. Okay, maybe. Ich hab gelogen. Schlag ihn tot. Ey. Okay, ich hab gelogen. Na, Razok hat... Hast du Koks gezogen? Der ist mir ein bisschen der ist sehr aggressiv.
Razok goes 3-0 and 8, continuing his 100% KP as he makes magic happen for Fnatic here in the early game. A minute until Dragon. For now, they're just setting up some deep vision in Casey's bot side jungle. They want that tower. Bloody might very well just take the tower.
Sei nicht zu useful, Annie.
Bloody's still ordering the turret. That just shows you Rise doesn't get because Losper's here. Have an infusion. It's okay. Losper took no damage, or rather any of his own health, really, from pressing his W. And that'll be the reality. More and more health.
I wanted to make the joke about call the ambulance, but not for me. But the ambulance is right there behind them, and it is there for Fnatic. In fact, KC would really appreciate that ambulance. But my goodness, Losper, what a game from him. I mean, the Soraka pick.
Okay.
I could see the
Wir kriegen 2 Level Lead auf Mitte gleich.
It's just working fantastically. I wonder how much of an impact this will now have, because so many see the Bard as a very safe blind pick.
Yep.
But now we've
Okay, wir geben den jetzt nicht den freisten Crossmap aller Zeiten, ist uns das klar, ja? Aber wir haben eigentlich da oben ist ein Schaffner, der kann eigentlich nicht sterben. Kann mir, hallo? Okay, er will nicht sterben. I'm not sauer. I respect it. Wow. Geknallt. Was? Was? Entschuldigung, mir wird schlecht. Was? Wo war der E? Auf Cooldown noch?
Another shutdown to KC. The Dragons down here, and KC have access.
Passt.
KC are not the type of team to go quietly without a fight. They catch
Passt.
out in the mid lane.
Ist immer noch okay.
Flash available. Nice trading from Kalista set up for Kana to flash after him, and it's just as the dragon spawns.
Wie sind wir nur noch 2000 Gold ahead?
And they show that they've still got some bite left in them.
Wo ist mein Gold hin?
It's not over, is it? It's only just begun with KC stopping Dragon stacking, getting 2,000 gold back with massive shutdowns. Vladdy's able to get something in the mid lane with this turret, but when we look at the replay, started with upset and Kalist.
And so Kalist loses.
Wo ist mein E?
Forces him back, but it's he walks up, flashes in, applies the slow. The healing is nowhere near enough to keep upset going. He has no way to get out as Yike dashes in, and then Razok says, hey, we can still win this fight. They turn their attention onto Yike. He throws the ultimate out to buy himself a little bit of time so he doesn't take any damage from the Ornn. A good ulti from Boostio as well to stop Emperor from following up. And Yike lives with just barely any HP.
I wonder if Emperor should have altered the 3-stack instead of the 1.
I do wonder the same thing.
He would have at least gotten maybe a double flash out from Kalista and Yahoo, but or Boostio rather.
But that 4K Goldie now shrinks to 2.
Yeah, it's down.
Können wir einmal pro Fnatic passen, ihr Wichser?
Confident do you feel of Fnatic going into this mid game when KC have a lot of buttons they can press?
Wenn du jetzt nichts Positives.
In terms of comp, I do just favor Fnatic's comp.
Yeah.
Danke.
Assuming that they get the fights that they're looking for.
Yes.
The problem that we just identified is that Fnatic was attacked during the setup. They kind of lost focus, and KC took advantage of that, and that's where KC is looking to attack them.
Okay.
They've got Xin, they've got Annie, they've got Bard. Easy champions that are very good at catching you out. I will say, I'm personally surprised that it was the Rumble to initiate that pick, but the point is that when you miss position, KC is the type of team to punish you for it, so Fnatic, they can't assume that the job is already done with a lead like this.
Razok just flagged and dragged here. He gets Cosmic Binding, Tibbers. Razok, get the hell out of there. Tempered Fate's going to be dodged, but now Kalista's here. Arclight of Ruin in the Transcendence is called the Forge God from Emperos. Has to disengage the whole team. He finds one, but Razok flashes. Emperos flashes. Fnatic burns Summoners because Razok decided to be chip Cheerio over the wall.
And now things are starting to fall apart for Fnatic. A silly misplay from Razok. He EQs over a wall, tries to clear out a ward, and not only does he lose his own flash, but he forces Emperos to do the same. Emperos loses his ultimate, And right now that shouldn't be that much of an impact, but
Okay.
after such a
Wir kriegen ja jetzt... Warum?
they can't afford to be making silly mistakes like this.
Not especially when that Baron is up. Upset going to find Kalista in the mid lane. Good damage. Rumble coming from Bloody as well. There's the Cataclysm. Black and Dragon doesn't connect Kalista. This is a big commit with a turret up and available. Equinox won't do a damn thing as Kalista survives. Now the problem is Yike looks for an engage.
Schlag ihn doch tot!
Back in, 3 Talon strike. The equalizer down. Okay, there's a lot of blinking health bars, but no one dies in the exchange.
Fnatic do get the flash and barrier out from Kalista, but
Wie ist das 0 von 0? Ich verstehe das nicht. Wie schaffen wir das? Wie?
Razork already put his
Wie können wir hier kein... Ah!
committed his
Okay.
to try and chase down Kalista in that fight, but he wasn't quite able to find anything. Fnatic looking for picks themselves, trying to focus on
Flamingo, danke für den Prime.
the TP still available across the board. Oh, Kana actually invested his to try and assist his team in the middle lane. Did drop that ultimate, of course.
Yep.
We're getting closer to the 4th dragon of the game. 1:30. Big item discrepancy between the two mid laners.
True.
Both the Rod of Ages and Seraph's now fully stacked for Vladdy.
Top side, I would say Kana's in a pretty good item advantage himself. He's got Seekers.
Ganz gut, ich berechne mich doch nicht. Mein On kann doch noch ein Item upgraden.
Playing on the Baron side right now with
Macht er das dann vor dem Drake, oder?
seems like the natural
Und wenn er die Soraka upgradet vor meinen Carry, dann calle ich einen Bench.
regardless. We're also
Aber ist okay.
as Chemtech Dragon is up in a minute, but Kana going to stay on the wave. And it doesn't look like KC are preparing for it at all. Instead, Yike's looking for the invade to find Emperos up in top.
Ist okay, ist okay, ist okay.
Engage and 4 members now.
Wir brauchen Level 16 auf Vladdy.
Maybe not dragging it.
Ich brauche Level 16 auf Vladdy, unbedingt. Push.
They should
Push und nimm die Crux auch noch.
now reset and go contest. Because if you look at the bot side vision, Fnatic don't really have any. There was nothing for them to cross map because they'd already taken that bot tower. A bunch of members
Ich den Gold wieder den Turrets auf.
Casey just got a
Und
complete
das Gold noch natürlich nicht. Es ist so perfekt wieder, wie viel Pech.
was able to get off the back of that. They're looking to interrupt the base from Kalist, but now Fnatic have invested.
Hätten wir hier GA bei Razork fertig, wäre das auch so geil. Mann, ey.
The Spirit of Shojin
So close an Spikes.
middle lane.
Vladdy auch eine Wave vor Level 16. Das ist doch alles scheiße.
Have his TP. He'd love to be level 16 ahead of this fight.
Das ist doch alles scheiße. No joke.
I don't think he's going to have the chance to get it. So, top lane pushed out, mid wave pushed out, Dragon now spawning. Here's KC to respond.
And as you said, yeah, they did indeed have time. The teleport comes in. Fnatic is 5. Emperos has the mighty shield. He's even going to send an item, I believe, over to Upset for the fight.
Okay.
Forge work done, and Fnatic move into position. Dragon starts. KC going to be a little disassembled, moving to it. 4K already.
Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, maybe fine.
Forge God gets a flag.
Schlag die Annie tot.
Equalizer down. Yike forces Fnatic away.
Hau dem kleinen Mädchen auf die Fresse, ja.
Yahoo! Emperos about to die, but that means Dragon goes over to KC.
Winnable oder? Abseits es reingeht. Abseits es reingeht. Abseits es reingeht. Aber es ist winning. Es ist winning. Es ist okay. Es ist okay. Geht mit. Oh, Emperos, du hast 1 HP. Brother, what are we doing?
Gets a searing charge.
Okay.
He came in with no health, no advantage, but Kalista, he starts
Oh, es ist ein Autounfall. Ja. Ein guter.
Fnatic still playing with their wallet.
Okay.
Dragon might go.
Mach Nash.
But now Baron in contention with 4 of KC. And
Mach Nash.
What a messy fight, but Fnatic somehow make it work. They keep
Okay.
the members alive. They will get themselves the Baron, and they'll take back control.
Wir sind pathetic, aber wir gewinnen vielleicht.
say it looked a little bit shaky when Yahoo was the target giving up Dragon, but Fnatic end up picking it apart piece by piece.
Yeah, I think
Oh, Annie ist zum Glück so unglaublich useless. Oh my days.
and Losper, they can't contribute anything. So Razork and Emperos trying to get out of the fight. I think it's a smart choice. The Wish comes down trying to keep Emperos alive, and he just barely survives. Casey turned their attention towards the Dragon and they secure it.
Wieso Triforce Gabriel? Keine Ahnung, ist doch scheißegal, Mann.
Kalist basically decides there's nothing for
Wieso ist das Game noch nicht gewonnen?
A bit of a split
Ah, wieso das?
from KC, as half tried to retreat, half tried to stay in the fight.
Okay, jetzt müsste Actualizer fertig sein bei Vladdy. Vladdy.
He's able to trade
Oh my days, 850
but it comes
Goldcoins
with
though.
his own life where he has nowhere left to go. Baron now secured for Fnatic.
He only just got Vladdy, by the way, because of, again, these astral infusions from Lost Buff. This Soraka pick was genius. This Soraka pick has been so good. It's enabling Upset the front line, and now with Spirit Shojin and Caulfield's Warhammer for a bit of extra HP. Upset feels very safe. 6-1 and 4 on the Ezreal, but he's not even the
Hey.
show. It does feel like, again, it is a supporters. Here's the dive. Bloody finding a Tibbet's on the head, but the wish from Bloody buys a bit of time. Won't be enough.
Sind wir so behind on Tempo? Wie passiert das? Warte, was ist passiert? Wieso sind wir so behind on Tempo? Hä? Wie können die zuerst einen Play kriegen? Oh mein Gott, und wir sind gespottet auf dem Flank. Oh fucking AIDS. Oh fucking AIDS, Bros. Hol doch den Zug! Mann! Okay. Okay.
Fnatic silence the crowd. Now the run. Kana needs to get the hell out of fun as Fnatic have already found their kills and they've stopped the play.
Well, look at the minimap. I feel like Casey's forcing Fnatic to kind of play to the beat of their tune right now because a nice response from Kalista as he pushes in that mid wave. Fnatic have no waves to play off. They still have a minute left on this Baron, but they need a wave to use. And look at Kalista again, moving to bot, going to catch the one wave that Fnatic could have played off of. They waited too long to potentially TP to that side of the map. Now they're turning their attention towards top. 10 seconds left.
Das war ein Perfect Nash schon wieder. Aber ist okay. Weiter. Weiter. Wieso basen wir? Okay, wir haben keine On-Ulti. Vielleicht ist fein. Vielleicht ist okay. Wir haben keine On-Ulti. Es ist vielleicht okay.
And then the engage comes through. Huge damage from Razor. One shots Yehu with the assistance of Emperos. They then take out Yaku.
Okay.
There's nowhere really to go. But they're kind of running circles around Fnatic and they're forcing them to constantly respond to Casey just being annoying. The gold gap hasn't really ballooned that much more after securing the Baron. They obviously, Fnatic are still a huge gold injection, but Casey still have ways to fight back in this game.
Können wir einmal pro Fnatic casten? Also wir spielen wie Dreck, ja, aber wir sind doch winning immer noch. Hallo? Warum dreht sich alles nur um Wege, wie die Wichser gewinnen können? Wir sind doch ahead.
And with 4 and a bit items for upset, I mean, he still looks like one of the strongest on the Rift right now. But I will say, Razok is doing a number too. This is a 4-item Guardian Angel Jarvan, who with Emperos have unlimited CC. Like, it's knock up into Cataclysm, into Searing Charge from Emperos, into Flag and Drag being back up, because it is a late game.
Okay, wir haben Full Wards und unser Set am River gefällt mir. Full Wards, wir haben so viel Info. Ja. Totschlagen. Boah. Holy. Boah. Rice ist so balanced. Was? GG. GG. Stomp. Stomp.
Unbelievable game from Fnatic. There was a brief moment
okay.
that Casey was fighting their way back, but in that final team fight, a 5-0 Fnatic wiped them off the Rift, and they're looking to take
okay.
And my wish today was see interesting picks, but Losper's wish was to get a game 1 win with a Soraka versus KC.
Fantastic innovation from Fnatic. They wanted to get a strong bot side. They saved the Soraka till the very end, and it worked to perfection. Beautiful game as Fnatic take game 1.
And Law's about to chat with Losper again. Yesterday, very reserved. And looks like, again, he's very respectful once more, but he had a blast of a game number 1. 15 out of 22 KP as we hand it over to stage.
Ist es eine Taktik? Hallo?
Grosse surprise évidemment sur cette première game, mais j'aimerais demander à Lospa à quel point la Soraka était clutch ici.
Dieser scheiß Audio-Delay, das fuckt mich so.
How important and clutch was Soraka here?
Especially since we have J4 in jungle, I think J4 and Soraka combo is very good, and we prepared this combo for 1 month, so I think it was a pretty good timer to
Okay, ein Monat prepped.
straight it in. Yeah.
Fantastic, let's see what else you have more. I'm gonna let you join your team. Ce qu'il explique, c'est que ils ont travaillé ce combo Soraka avec Jarvan depuis longtemps. C'est deux champions qui marchent très très bien ensemble et ils pensaient que c'était le meilleur angle pour la sortir cette fois-ci. Kamel, je te rends la parole.
Amazing stuff all round for Fnatic. Like the crowd was in loud voice at the start and some points in the game, and then at the end when they realized they were going to lose. But there were some moments here where Lesrahina turned into a bit of a library.
Yeah, Uwe La Bibliothèque felt very accurate in this one because holy moly, that was sick from Fnatic. The early game looked so impressive, like it had remnants of what we saw from them against G2, and just the control that came through to deny KC so much action was absolutely insane.
I mean, as you say, and it started in the mid lane, and it's actually the man who is the most hated man in this arena right now, Vladi, who steps up together with Razork and completes the snowball. It starts with a beautiful flash room prison by him for the setup together with Razork. And usually this is just one kill, but the way he snowballed this into the game lead was with this teleport. He recalls, and suddenly KC finds themselves overextended, and he just comes in here.
God fucking bless.
And as you say, turns the arena into a complete library. And I bet that felt so good for him.
And I think this was the most impressive part for me, for Fnatic, was just...
Ich hab schon bei meinem ersten Dive dachte ich schon wieder so, Junge, nee, ey. Gott sei Dank.
We know how good Busio is on this bar. We know what...
Wie die Statistik an Fnatic das Game gewinnt. 50-50, wir alle zum Leben.
Any opportunity to do that, consistently making sure they were covering, finding ganks that were working, and they just ended up ballooning this lead into, I mean, it's such an incredible spot.
And such a difference from what we've seen from them earlier in this weekend, right? Against Na'Vi, they were just, against Shifters, in fact, on day one, they were just like, we'll fall behind. It's fine. Upset can get ahead. We can win through Upset. But as you say, Vladi has had an absolutely stellar performance across the entire weekend.
Yeah, I mean, you say it's about foresight. To me, it's about hands. Fnatic completely hand-checked KC in their own arena, and there's one fight especially that really caught my eye that I would love to do a brief little breakdown on. And it started in the bot lane with Jarvan looking for Yehu, but look at this flag that he places, because it's gonna come back to us later. Busio lands a fantastic prison here, but look at the flag. He lands a free-man knock-up on all of KC, and now suddenly the arena goes from shouting Yehu, Yehu, to Lospa shouting wee woo, as he just heals up everyone in this fight. He tries to find...
Der normalste Fnatic-Fan.
Healing from the Soraka is just crucial here.
Also, right before that, Lospa got that silence field down, which stopped any
Gott.
after that Bard ultimate.
Oh mein Gott. Der normalste Fnatic-Fan.
As you say, to heal up, but also just managing to CC people, so the hands...
It's a pick we just don't see that often, the Soraka in the support role, and a lot of that is because
CBA.
pretty quickly if you're on top of her, but we saw from KC they didn't really have great tools to actually get that far onto the backline. Busio's Tempered Fate had to be used so often to start to disengage and engage out of the Jarvan rather than being able to get onto that backline.
I mean, to be Soraka is the perfect win-more champion, because Soraka, you kind of need to kill her early in the fight, but if you do everything to kill the Soraka, if you're behind, suddenly there's an AD carry, a mid laner, a potential top laner who's all super strong as well. So you just use everything you had to kill their support, and you'll just end up dying at the back end of that fight. So just a fantastic snowball champion, but it requires to win that early game, which Fnatic did flawlessly this game.
They really did, and I do want to talk a little bit about the KC side of things. They managed to get back into the game a little bit, but we have seen more failures from them here in Every than we saw across the rest of the split. Apart from the Vitality Series week 1, I think we gave everyone a little bit of grace, but the rest of the time they were just dominant. You can argue it's quality of opposition, you can argue it's being in your own
Bruder, die haben 2 Best of 3 gespielt vor diesem Wochenende hier. Was reden wir?
Compared to where we expected them to be going into this weekend.
I do think for certain games you can say that. I think this one for me was more about how well Fnatic played, like with using the TP to that bottom side.
Fnatic ist deutlich besser als im Winter. Habe ich auch schon gesagt. Also selbst wenn da jetzt nicht Playoffs drin sein sollten, aber gerade machen wir uns ja wieder Hoffnung. dann ist es trotzdem ein besseres Team als im Winter, obwohl wir da Playoffs gemacht haben.
Hey, we want to try and
Weil Winter war perfekt as fuck.
then lead in towards like playing around Yike for skirmishes, looking for invades, and trying to snowball through that. And it does feel like they've kind of lost a little bit of that. I'm not entirely sure why, but it definitely feels like at least teams have identified that Ashe Seraphine is a big pick for this bottom side. We've started to see it crop up way more as a ban for them, and it feels like that kind of has taken at least one of the legs out of the chairs that KC kind of sit on right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's as you say, and not just Ashe Seraphine, Medic. The point you brought up to me backstage was they got barred. They got Rumble, they got all their comfort champions, but it didn't matter. I love this play by Fnatic, the way they just cover for their pushing members.
Oh, Rice damage is
They
no
tried
respect.
to make the aggressive play. They tried to punish this potential overextension, but it's once again Vladdy with the Rune Prison, who's just always there when needed. The fact that Fnatic was so cohesive in this game is just something we haven't seen from them all split long.
And a big shout out to Razork as well. I think he did a
25. Most damage als Javan?
skirmishes, but
Ah.
got to those later fights. Like he was consistently finding those key targets. That's what you just saw. He found Kalist, and look
Bitte
at that
was?
damage. That's a Jarvan that was slapping people in the face.
This is the most damage in the game.
Bitte was?
Jarvan, a Black Cleaver, Sundered Sky, and then GA. It wasn't like he went Profane Hydra build or something. He wasn't going for this one-shot build. Incredibly impressive. A lot of it as well off the back of the fact he knew he could go in and be healed up immediately by Losper.
I mean, it was an absolute statement game by Razork. We have doubted him as the main engager for Fnatic for quite some time. Which seems to
Understandably.
be the direction Fnatic is going with. Yesterday we saw a lot of first pick, early pick junglers that just wants to engage. Now again on a Jarvan, and it looked completely different. This is a reminder, Carmine Corp has never lost a series in their own arena, and Fnatic is now on the brink of destroying that stat by themselves. And I think we once again see Jarvan, not Jarvan, Razork, play like he does now, and his cohesiveness by Fnatic, I think they're on par to do it.
But that's the thing, like when you think back to that G2 series for that Fnatic 1, it was Razork again on the Pantheon who was having an absolute stormer in the early game. It feels like when this lad is switched on, Fnatic can just take on the world, and we got to see now if he can do it for game number 2.
Okay, let's talk about ideal situations for both teams. Do either of you have a preference? Do you want to take KC or Fnatic, Rob?
As in, like, who I
What is
expect
the ideal draft? How do they have to play to win? Pick one team. Finn, do you have yours?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Fnatic, and I'm gonna say keep Kana of Jace. Do not let that pick go through, because with the Ornn out, and I assume a potential Sion ban if they want to set that up, you cannot give Kana these strong range lane bullies. He looks so dominant on him. I think the fact that he was on Rumble gave Emperors a lot of grace, because sure,
Okay, ich gebe euch tatsächlich den Draft, den wir brauchen. Wir brauchen einen gut scalenden Draft, der nicht viel Engage hat, aber ein wenig Engage hat. Versteht ihr, worauf ich hinaus will? Wir sind zu beschissen, um Games selbst eigenhändig 100% mit eigenem Engage zu gewinnen. Okay? Ja? Aber wir können scalen. Wir können scalen. Das können wir. Das heißt, wir dürfen nicht... Okay, und eine Sache. Ich ficke Kana Jace, aber traut euch nicht traut euch nicht Wukong für Razork zu picken. Nicht Razork Wukong geben. Das ist die einzige Regel, die ich habe.
Really thrives when he can get into the enemy jungle,
Okay.
getting pushing lanes for KC. Totally agree.
So, sofort ein Tweet.
Thank you so much for your insights. We're going to go to a short break, but afterwards we'll be back with the second game of this series. We'll see if KC can keep the streak alive.
Was?
Whether it will be the old guard of Fnatic.
Boah, Junge, da wird das VOD wieder gesperrt. Och, Mann. Ja, geil. Das ist worth it.
Again, Arcane chips over the wall. The chase continues. Remember, no.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm tipping. We should fight them. Okay? On SP. I combo here. I'm gonna. I'm multi Yunara. Yeah, I kill here. Nice. Win. Chill.
Männer. No joke. Perfektes Display von Männer. Männer perfekt zusammengefasst. Das ist crazy. Junge, nee, was ist das? Denkst du hier rausschneiden? Ja. Dann kann ich auch das hier machen. Junge, nee, was ist das? Schaut's euch an. Schaut's euch an. Schaut sie euch an. Nee. Nein. Das ist nicht real. Ja, Ding ist voll easy auf YouTube actually. Stein. So, kurz auf Toilette. Und dann kann ich enttäuscht werden. Bis gleich. Bis gleich. Oder halt auch nicht.
Your best man speech, you said my wife is funnier than me.
That's factually correct.
Okay.
We're in range.
Nah, it's fine, man. It's fine. Relax. I've got this. I have years and years and years of experience.
Yeah, but it's gonna.
And there we go. Look at that. What are you so worried about?
Oh,
Let's go. Confident like you never deceive. Big ego, bigger brain, it's really obscene. Said we only wear designer cause we always look clean. And for that money, 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 everybody a fiend. And the bling like a chandelier hung on my chest. And I get it for free cause I'm simply the best. See deposits every hour, not breaking a sweat. About to lunch with my girls, grant at every request. Thank you. High and bold, can't be bought or so. I'm so confident. Whoa. They wanna copy it. Slow down now. Yeah. My profit getting big, big, big. Got a whole lot of money, baby. I'm on top of it. Style opulent. I'm so confident. Break it down. I promise I am the hottest, determined and never modest. A star, a flying rocket, a stage. I always rock it, I lock it in tight. Do it every night. Big dividends, big love, big hype. Pretty lights, fat base, nice body, pretty face. Can't keep up with the pace. Everybody wanna taste. If I show up to a place, you know what's going off. I make money moves, baby. Don't mess with the balls.
So. Oh.
I'm so confident. Whoa. They wanna copy it. Slow down now. Yeah. My profit getting big, big, big. Got a whole lot of money, baby. I'm on top of it. Style opulent. I'm so confident. I'm so
Man hat gerne eins gewonnen. Mit einer Menge Fantasie. Menge Fantasie. Mein Fnatic gibt natürlich auch zu rauchen und Sub von dem Geld. Hast du gesagt? Hat doch so Sub, ich brauch das Geld. Mehr als du. Sei dir da mal sicher. Allgemein, frei 2 Twitch Primes nehme ich alle an. Gebt mir euer Geld. Komm. Tag. Geld abdrücken. Twitch Primes Tier 1, ich nehme alles. Also wie teure Kippen eigentlich sind, natürlich nicht, du Vollidiot, ich rauch nicht. Ja, scheißegal, Sub jetzt.
How we're playing on stage, not necessarily the lack of knowledge. We just can't really translate what we need to do into the stage games, and it's incredibly frustrating right now for us, and especially for the fans, I imagine seeing us play like that. So we have to work on how to actually perform on stage and do the things we do in practice, and
der Zuhälter.
Yeah, just be a good team.
I see some improvement.
Geh schon Geld durch mein Turbo.
We're for sure struggling right now to
jetzt Sub nehme ich trotzdem.
find our ground in stage. Feel like we
Sub gibt mehr Geld.
are not playing
Ich
that
liebe Geld.
well. And it's clearly showing in our results. So yeah, we're for sure struggling. Hopefully we can change that pretty fast.
There's just way too much hesitation, and then random things happen, and the random things usually turn out really bad for us. So I think we need to really realize now that it's our last chance, and just try to play with less regrets and really work on the things we are doing wrong.
When we play good, we can win against anyone in the league, and when we play bad, we can lose against anyone in the league.
Beating KC would feel amazing because they are definitely a very, very good team right now, and 3 out of 5 players are my
Dann fängst du mit dem Rauchen an, Junge, was willst du von mir?
I think I will just try to minimize the crowd noise because, yeah, obviously I think it's gonna be
Was willst du von mir?
a lot of noise playing against KC, and as I said, they were my previous team, so I will just try to minimize the noise and play my own game.
Vladdy's got a lot to prove. Minimize the crowd noise, good idea, especially when the booing has been going on. But, I mean, being real, Razork said they can win against anyone, they can lose against anyone. It would be the most Fnatic thing to do, Vetty, to beat G2 and then
KC.
beat KC.
Yeah. So, sorry, who have you beaten this split? Oh, yeah, we've got a G2 win, yeah, and we've also got a KC win.
And the split with Vitality win. It'd be like,
that would be the most Fnatic thing anyway. Yeah.
So, ihr pathetic fucks.
Fnatic, right now, they only need one more game. They've got
Noch ein guter Draft. Wie wär's?
I'm sure they'd love to round out the weekend with a 2-0. Just completely silence the crowd.
Would be
change
funny.
the atmosphere. The KC on the verge of going 6-0 in the split. Everyone's riding the high of their potentially undefeated run throughout Spring Split, and then Fnatic go, yeah, no.
And then KC don't make playoffs at the end of their weekend. It's like heartbreaking for the fans.
Of course, because if KC do win this series, they will be qualified into playoffs. So that's what KC's looking for. They're trying to look for 6 wins. And for Fnatic, well, they're 2-5. So they need every single win that they can get. That's just the position that they're put in. And they've just got to beat whoever's in front of them, which right now is KC. They've already done it once. They need to do it one more time. And then they'll... their odds of qualifying for playoffs do, in fact, increase.
Yes, they do. They do a lot. In fact, actually, I would say that Fnatic are probably going to... If they can win this series here...
It means absolutely nothing, because they also beat G2 and then they lost the week immediately after.
But maybe they are getting better. I don't know. I would have no clue how to rate Fnatic after this series.
Let's not try. Let's just live.
Ja, und wenn in Doubt, dann reden wir sie einfach mal runter, ne? Ja. Nee, das können wir sehr gut. Ja. Das können wir richtig gut, ja. Da sind wir wirklich die CEOs von.
They do it in the crowd. They literally, on the countdown, they do it and then they go 6-7. Like, bro, what generation are we in?
You sound like an old man yelling at his TV right now.
I mean, every break they do it.
Yeah, let them have fun, Hysterics.
Okay, sorry.
Let people enjoy things.
I do.
Who am I to say? Again, I gave you this example earlier. We're millennials. We thought Charlie bit my finger was hilarious.
It
So.
was pretty funny.
You see what I mean? We've all got our thing.
Kein Wukong.
And then I look back on that and go, that was pretty lame, actually. No offense to Fred.
Kein Wukong.
YouTube aside, let's see.
Ich sehe leider schon Pantheon und Weigeband.
Showed up with a last pick Soraka. And to be honest, it did a lot of the heavy lifting. So shout out to
Ash Seraphine. Ash oder Seraphine raus.
normal draft, or if
Ash oder Seraphine raus.
have something to pull out of the hat. Vi's gone, Caitlyn's gone, Nautilus is gone. On the other side, Panther, the priority jungler. We've already had the rise, so with Orianna gone, that means ST mid lane is kind of off the
Skarner bitte, danke.
Unless we see an Azir,
Ash oder Seraphine Bann.
which for
Und dann Skarner.
champion, I don't know if Fnatic want to let
Nicht Wukong.
It's the big debate they seem to be having right now. They're taking their time with this final.
Danke.
Looks like it's going to be the Seraphine, so Azir is open. Vladdy
Scheiß auf Azir. Fucking useless.
have to, because Yehu is very likely to head in that direction. With Annie and Rise both taken off the table.
Boah, die Kamera ist offen.
Options we also
Wait.
have to consider as well.
Nein.
On the rumble, but maybe even bot lane looks like it's going
Caitlyn Karma nicht available. Caitlyn gewandt.
Do Fnatic want to do Lucian Milio is my question to interrupt.
Ooh, they could. I'd love to see it.
Lush Milo wäre super.
The last time we saw an upset play.
Okay.
They're going to do it, aren't
doing
they?
it.
Okay.
Like, this is a winning bot lane 2 versus 2. We've seen it
Ja, das war ein Game.
now against the...
Das war ein Game im Stream, ja. Ja. Ich habe auch gecheckt.
And why not? I mean, upset and lost, but they're riding the high. They want to get themselves a winning bot lane 2 versus
Ja, die spielen Kokinami, kotze ich drauf.
get it. So the Azir will come through from Yehu, kind of as we
Nicht Wukong. Nicht Wukong, spiel Skarner.
do. They even bother locking mid in here now, or do they instead wait
Spiel Skarner.
maybe grab themselves a jungle with Vi gone?
Jetzt geh auf deinem Tisch ein, ich hab. Was meinst du?
Raises in priority quite a lot.
Yeah.
Do they want to secure
Meine Dailies, sind sie von mir.
for a little bit more team fighting power? Let's see what direction they're thinking about.
Nicht Wukong. Alles außer Wukong.
Stats for upset 30.
Pick Skarner.
43.
Oder antworte Mitte, ist auch okay. Mitte antworten ist auch okay, aber nicht Talia. Nicht Talia, nicht Wukong.
There is most played. There's a lot of 80 carries who have the same thing. It's
Nicht Talia, nicht Wukong.
been seen in so many metas.
Lucian's currently on a 3-game winning streak.
He is.
And you did mention earlier that it has so far been only played by Koreans, right? So could the streak continue, and is EU Lucian now a thing? In the good sense?
Maybe.
Oh god, it's not it.
Okay. Digga, sind die so delayed oder was? Okay. Die bannen jetzt Akali, Aurora. Was picken wir, was bannen wir dann? Was picken wir dann?
It is, but if you're going to play towards side lane, that's fine. You just need stuff that can complement the side lane plays. If you want dive, you just need more dive. That's all.
Akali, Aurora bannen von denen. Ansonsten picken wir einen der beiden. Fine.
I think, well, Ornn is already gone, but Ambessa can completely work. Just something to complement so that when Nocturne goes in, he's not going in alone.
Right. Well, Aurora's taken off. KC have probably read that he needs a partner in crime.
Aurora, nicht Ori.
Next port of call. Unless KC want to leave it open and then pick Renekton for themselves. Na's gone, so maybe it will be like a Renekton or a tank angle.
Wir picken Sion.
Remember, he played
Oh, vielleicht lassen wir Akali offen und geben uns Sion. Pick Sion.
Don't you think they'll get blind top instead?
Die werden jetzt Akali, glaube ich, und wir picken Sion auf 4. Und dann knallen die uns mit Varus Toplane. Oh! Pick Akali. Pick Akali, pick Akali, pick Akali, pick Akali, pick Akali, pick Akali, bitte pick Akali. Pick Akali, pick Akali, pick Akali. Ja, ja, ja. Ja, es ist Draft Masterclass.
Okay, now, so Akali is...
Es ist Draft Masterclass.
I think compliments Nocturne. Mainly because Akali... She can do two things. Number one, she can stall a lot. So when she dives into a backline, she just creates a lot of chaos.
Die picken Skarner, oder? Skarner plus, I don't know what. Hier kommt.
Alone, then she becomes a point of focus.
Skarner Jace, aber wenn die Jace gehen, dann geben wir Sion und unser Draft ist so hart gewonnen.
Extra layer to the shroud. So I really like the... Oh
my god,
it's yikes, Kha'Zix. It's yikes, Kha'Zix.
Okay.
One of the few champions that can just out-skirmish champions like Nocturne in the
okay.
early game, thanks to the isolation damage on the Q. Yike has said this last
die brauchen eine Frontline.
He said, give me
deren 4-Mann ist so fucking dogshit. To be honest, deren 4-Mann ist richtig horrible. Die brauchen eine Sion.
He brings out his signature pick.
Ja.
Now, with Kha'Zix, I feel like
okay, Tank top. Tank top, Tank top. Nicht kennen, nicht kennen, nicht kennen. Ja, ja, oh mein Gott, ja. Ja, pick Sion, ja, ja. Pick Sion, oh mein Gott, ja, pick einfach Sion. Lock ihn ein.
Doesn't really make that much sense in this comp. Like, I don't feel like that they need that front line. If they, right
doch, 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 doch. Doch, 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 doch. Wir picken keinen Sideliner gegen die beiden. Bitte.
I mean, I feel like it's just gonna be a Sion, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. I mean, it is fine. Like, it's a front line, it's a tank, it does what it needs to do. It's a body that can help you gain space around neutral objectives. I don't think it complements the composition perfectly, but
oh, bitte, Vedio, sei ruhig. Ja, lass keinen picken gegen die 2 Freak-Champs, bitte. Ich kann es nicht mehr hören, wenn wir sowieso hier Lane 20 Tests down gehen. Was ja fein ist. Aber bitte, 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 bitte. Bitte, bitte, bitte.
You are playing more front to back. But by going for the Renekton, you are going for a little bit more skirmishing power on the top side. Renekton still has an effective front line. He is annoying for Akali. Akali just does struggle in a side lane against him. Generally, you don't have as much kill threat as you do compared to other top laners. So I do think that KC's comp is pretty much, it's very well-rounded, has a lot of options, has good scaling, has side lane pressure. Ultimately, this is going to come down to, can they get the Akali ahead, and how does Lucian Melio perform here? Because we've seen it absolutely snowball and accelerate. With the Nocturne, do they really have the tools to help get this Lucian Melio ahead?
Will it be enough for Fnatic to 2-0 KC in their own arena and end the road trip for the weekend? Deny KC locking in playoffs here and now and keep Fnatic alive in the LEC. As Law said at the start of the segment, at the start of KC Fnatic.
Aber noch 20 Sekunden zum Abstimmen. Abfahrt.
They're in a dangerous spot. Fnatic, they've looked so rough this split. To then turn around and have such a good game number 1 and to win this series, it would be a statement to say maybe Fnatic's back. Maybe.
The blue wall is coming in strong to provide that support. The 6th man here for KC. I mean, the energy is electric.
We should put screens the other way, you know, just for when they turn around and do the wall. We should have screens the other side, so they don't have to turn.
Sieht sehr nach Delay aus, ja.
The only thing that's stressing me out is the bobbing isn't coordinated.
Oh, yeah. We have had a client bug, by the way. We need to quickly redo drafts, so we're going to sit here and do a bit more conga while we wait.
Kind of looks like a river as it bobs up and down.
I mean, it's been great. You know, shout out to the French crowd.
Das gibt mir der LCS. Ne, es war jetzt ein 2-0 Fnatic und wir gehen dann rüber.
The energy's been great, regardless of this.
Aber halt bei der Roadshow dauert sehr lange. Ordentlich lange Pausen und so weiter. War der Draft schon? Ja, Draft war schon.
So grateful to our organizations for hosting us. And getting a bit more of a different culture. Getting out of the studio, seeing the teams play.
Ich spiele LCS heute. Da.
You know, for other regions, normally it's only in their finals, it's only in their playoffs that they get to experience something like this. As Busio was saying, that's what he's used to in NA. But getting to do it in the regular season is such a special treat. And getting energy like this.
Busio getting to experience the passion of the French community as well.
Yeah, he doesn't need to go back.
I stand by the fact that I think the French fans are just some of the best in the world. Like the energy that they bring, I still...
Ja... Nee, ich sag's nicht.
Paris. Yeah. Like, even though the result didn't go the way that we wanted it to,
Das Geist Intensity gewinnen, ja, oder?
The atmosphere and the energy that they always bring to these events is largely unparalleled. And I would say that the Spaniards are a close second, right? Yeah. And we've got a lot of shows this year.
We do have a lot of road
France and Spain. So we're always blessed with fantastic fans across Europe. I'm hoping next year we'll get some opportunities to explore the rest of Europe. We'll have to see how things go.
Yeah, hey, other teams, start thinking about hosting us. You know, you got a lot to live up to with Madrid, Barcelona, with...
Hätten wir in dem Draft, ja.
You know, obviously Paris here this time around. With all the cool places that we've gone or will be going for the rest of the year.
Geh ins Game jetzt rein, reicht.
Stay tuned for more on that, but I would love to go to other cities.
You don't have to listen to us blab anymore. We're about ready, getting into game. The draft has been completed, and so our players are getting going to be jumping into game 2. Now we do have a fun stat for you. Upset is on a 9-game lose streak on Lucian. He hasn't won since 2023. In contrast, Yike is 18-3 on Kha'Zix. He's currently 3-0.
Yeah.
Holy crap! 18-3.
18-3. This is
gegen Tim und Tommy.
So
juckt.
We have a joke amongst casters, which is when someone is ulting, and I have to imagine that Yike's ult is give me Kha'Zix.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I could agree is we finally get into game. The crowd welcomes us warmly. Yikes, Kha'Zix, ready to taste their fear. And let's see if Razor can hold a candle. He was great in game number 1. And Vedi, I haven't said that much this split. Like Razor, I think this guy has been inting a little bit. But game 1, as we get a pause, this is going to say Fnatic on it, isn't it? Hold.
Well, hang on now, hang on.
Oh, who is it? Oh, who is it? Who is it? Hang on. Who is it? Who is it? Oh, hey. Okay, we're just going to fix some lighting and get back in the game.
All right. Well, as a reminder to the viewers at home, Fnatic find themselves at 2-4 right now.
Yep.
They have, let me quickly do some mental math. They played 6 games, they got to 9, so they've got 3 games left. The best possible score Fnatic can get is 5 wins, 4 losses. But they do have to go through Heretics, KC, and Vitality. Now, beating Vitality and KC is the hard part. But guess what? In theory, they're already 1-0 up against KC.
Yep.
So if they can close this series out, they put themselves at 3-4, and they increase their chances significantly. Meanwhile, for KC, they're looking to get the undefeated split.
Oh, man.
Passiert hier?
Hey.
I don't think there's going to be any kill here.
No, but I do think the lane already starting great for Kana is a job well done.
Wo ist mein Ingame Sound?
Well, let's see how Vladdy performs here on the Akali. This is often considered a counter matchup. Normally, the Azir, well, can't harass the Akali too much. Usually go things like Door and Shield and second win, and you just sustain through it.
Gut.
Lane skirmish between the two AD carries and supports as they fight
Wir spielen mit Exhaust. Okay, finde ich eine gute Adaption.
on the top side.
Finde ich eine gute Adaption. Not bad. Dürfen nur keine All-In-Trades auf Bot nehmen.
Into the top side Krugs, into then red. The reason why you take this pathing is so that you can get to 6 faster. Because what will happen is that by delaying the red start, your Raptors will respawn faster. So in theory, you can immediately, once you've done your full clear, head back straight up towards your Raptors and start clearing again.
After jumping all in, we've seen this already today from Paddock and Trimby. See if Upset and Losper can do a job well done as well. Kalist and Busio hold their ground. With
health pot advantage though to Kalist still.
Yeah.
As Upset's already been forced to use his.
I feel like this lane, is the Lucian is always like, just commit. Commit, see what you can get. Maybe the trades don't work out. There's Exhaust. Kalist is nice and healthy. This 2v2 is going exceptionally well for KC.
Passt, aber ja, aber wir können ja auch nicht traden. Das ist fein. Wir spielen ja auch Exhaust gegen Barrier, right? Also das ist okay, es ist okay.
And even though the exhaust gets dropped, the damage is already done, so Upset just straight up loses the trade.
Get a recall. Kalist is just going to go back, use the timing to get a tier. As he makes his recall, there it is. Okay. So he gets his tier nice and early. Always feels good when you can kind of sneak out of the lane and get that tier stacking up before the 3-minute mark, as Yak is also on the bottom side of the map alongside Razor. Both junglers down here will be the contest for the scuttle. But Yike says no, he's actually pinging towards the top scuttle instead. He's going to bypass pod, while Casey gets pushed in and Busio gets hit hard.
Very early tier, now secured for Kalist. Wants to get that stacking as soon as possible. Yike going to path towards top, knowing that his AD carry has just reset. Quick base coming in from Razor. And you can see on the minimap, his Raptors already starting to respawn fairly soon. I wonder if Yike is even considering contesting those Raptors. Gonna move over, we'll have that ward.
Doesn't do it super quick, but he needs those vorpal spikes, void spikes rather, to connect in. Pulls out with a leap, and ward just gonna be placed down. Razok does spot it with his spidey senses, and he'll start off rapid.
Ja, wir chillen mit Level 6. Es ist vollkommen okay. Mit dem Matchup ist Gate, je länger das Game geht, aber du hast auch schon auf Lane hast du auch schon sehr viel Pressure.
At half HP is Yahoo, good ebb and flow. Prison, but Busio just autos and sets. Gets a bit of pressure back considering that TP has been burned by Vladdy, but not by Yahoo. Bit of range used again. Shuriken Flip going to land on the Busio, but Vladdy ain't no way he's taking that.
That would be a surefire way to lose a lot of your HP.
Yep.
And you don't have your TP available anymore, so you do not want to waste that if you can avoid it. But right now it's KC that have a lot of pressure on the map. They have pressure in mid, they've got pressure in the top side as well. As Karlna finds some nice trades, and Emperor's very low on mana. Bot lane just continues to trade back and forth, and yeah, we find
Passt.
a very slow and steady early game. Both junglers attempt
Alles okay.
to up there from Razor. Gives Vladdy a slight tempo advantage as he goes back to base and is already back out onto the map.
Also knows that Yike is here on the Raptor camp as well, so early game for Razok feels quite nice. As a quick reminder, in game number 1, it's not often we've been able to talk about Razok here in the LEC Spring, but Razok had an exceptional game on this Jarvan. Had 1 or 2 misplays, but
Nee, wir müssen wieder was. Ey, ohne hört ihr das eigentlich raus? Was sind das für Animals? Habt ihr einen Satz mal am Stück gehört, in dem nicht dann irgendwie aber sie sind Hurensöhne gehört? So auf dem Level? Ohne Spaß. Ja, also Razok hat eigentlich ein richtig gutes Jarvan gespielt, aber er hat letzte Woche meine Mama gefickt, deswegen nicht so gut. Hä? Ohne Spaß, kannst du dir nicht geben. Anker, Scheiß, ohne Witz.
He's waiting.
trading from Fnatic in the meantime as well.
Secured, and there it is. 20 stacks. Now both get the upgrade.
Ja, hey, du weißt, dass dann ja kommt. Du musst das First Strike procken, dann macht er so viel Damage. Oh, das ist. Aber okay, Akali ist viel stärker. Akali ist viel stärker. Schönes Ding. Und Razok bekommt. GG. GG. Freaks.
That's a second as well as Razok flashes out. For Casey, it's going horribly wrong. Bloody cozy campfire keeps him sustained till he dies. Yeah, who gets one? But they
exhaust ihn.
The kick, the slow, the flash with the tether. Yeah, who's going to die as well? Fnatic almost get Calist as Upset picks up a kill and KC gets slammed into the dirt.
Fnatic played that beautifully and so much.
Ja, aber Razork hat vor 7 Jahren hat er mal was geklaut für 50 Cent. War nicht so gut von ihm. Komm, sag's es, Terrix. Sag es.
Watch the Akali, dives in, doesn't care about Yike. He wants to fight the Nami, he wants to take the Nami out of the fight. Flashes over the wall. Razork actually ends up getting the kill.
Krank.
Vladdy ends up falling short. He wants one kill somewhere. He does so much damage in the fight, but then Upset, Lospa and Razork regroup. They chase down Yehu. He's got nowhere left to go. Fnatic find 3 kills.
I can't believe Razork spell shielded Yehu's Emperor's Divide.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
So he didn't go anywhere. He just walked through it. Nonchalant. And Razork with a double kill. We just highlighted this man. This could be his day as Kalist steps up with the Gatling gun, but he's getting out right at Upset.
Gut. Lucian Milius OP. Keine Falle, aber Lucian Milius OP.
But Kalist, even though he gets healed up, has to be careful. He wants the wave. But all it takes is soccer ball. All it takes is Upset looking for the flash. Gatling gun. Auto. There it is. Piercing light. Upset wasn't even tanking. It was lost.
Wow. Wow.
How many times have we seen this now?
Wow.
If they hit each other, Lucian simply wins.
Ja, Lucian Milius OP. Also, das confirmed. Lucian Milius ist insanely broken.
2-0-0 on the Lucian. They deny that whole wave. Fnatic with another incredible early game.
And another disaster for KC. 2,000 gold just about at 8 minutes in. Razork was the one who picked up the lead now with an experiment.
Lass gleich Drake starten. Botside Camps Drake starten.
Another kill to contribution. And that first
Bitte.
item shortcoming is 500 over Kalist. KC need to be dug out of this hole because Fnatic are the ones with the shovel.
Fnatic find themselves with a very comfortable start. Only 1 kill on the side of KC. And Yike on this Kha'Zix as well. I mean, like, it was so impressive seeing how that early game panned out. The fact that both junglers were in the right place at the right time, both mid laners looking to contest that mid wave. And then all over that single crab. Like, to get that early level 6.
Jetzt Drake starten auf der Wave. Sehr gut.
Crazy stuff.
And we haven't seen a paranoia yet. Razork hasn't turned the lights off. We didn't even have Culling on Upset till now. And Dragon's going to be start, you're right, but I mean,
Wir gehen erstens Navori, ist Standardbild mit Milio. Ja, ist der Standardbild.
we go waiting for the culling. There is a tidal wave for Busio as well. Upset's damage is huge. There's the culling. Upset kites down and doesn't get hit, but dude, if Kalist has to back again, more waves missed. More
Topside Camps defenden Razork. Trau dich nicht in Bots reinzulaufen. Sehr gut.
down, and Razork could even threaten the fact that he's nearby.
If Fnatic win this series, I will say it is off the back of just faster meta adaptations.
Yep.
The introduction of the Soraka in the previous game, and now recognizing if they
Fair.
can Army,
Akali macht sehr viel Meter gerade.
and we've seen it too many times as the ult gets
Doesn't
dropped.
connect and not even getting the camps and getting assassinated. Razork with 3. Yikes, Kha'Zix might be 18-3, but it is getting slaughtered in this early game.
Ja, Bro. Silence danke für den 21.
Fnatic, Vladdy, poor Vladdy, he's done so much work, desperately trying to get a kill.
Yeah.
He commits the ultimate,
Support
doesn't get
Akali.
it. 0-1-4 now, but hey, Razork is very far ahead. The biggest concern I have is we've seen Fnatic get an early lead like this with this Nocturne before. And then one random fight. Oh, hang on, yeah, whoa.
Okay, yeah, almost.
Vladdy doesn't have ult, so he's not going to overcommit that. But we've seen Fnatic make this misplay before where the Nocturne will just go in by himself and then things end in disaster. I'm hoping that with Vladdy by his side, with this Akali, there'll be more of a coordination between the jungle and mids. We'll see how things pan out because right now KC's only real winning lane is in the top side where Kana is getting the push, is getting the better of Emperos, but I mean his Sion, he doesn't get
It's even, by the way.
Be in the weak side, getting tankier as the game continues.
Ist even.
This is the one that you want to see snowball the game. He's behind. And if Yike falls behind on this Kha'Zix, he's just going to run into a disaster here. 1.7k still the lead.
Chill, guys.
Was picked up earlier. No objectives up for a little bit, so
Chillt, guys. Chillt.
work towards their first items. But again, the biggest issue here is isolated lanes. I'm talking about.
Aber in den Kommentaren chillen.
Be seen in the brush, but Upset jumps in anyway.
Gut. Flash rausbekommen wäre schon. Wow. Wow, der Sidestep war gut. Gruppen für Isolation. Oh. Scheiße, aber okay, Shutdown auf Yike. Okay, auf Busio.
Yeah, no, he couldn't get an Emperor.
Yo! Well played. Einziger Downside davon ist Early Mandate. Early Mandate, das ist ein Problem. Ansonsten passt.
But we look back at this play. The Nocturne ultimate literally just comes off cooldown. They invest everything into killing Kalist. Nice sidestep from Razok to avoid the bubble. And then Yike flashes in, gets the Q isolation damage. The assistance of Busio there to finish off the kill. Good reactions from Lost, but the healing just isn't enough to keep his jungler alive.
We'll have echoes of Helia now. I'm not sure if that was there before the play, so you have to excuse me. But regardless, more healing that does come through. Essence even now picked up for upset as well.
Gut. Tabi ist auch geil.
Point of success here for Fnatic, and despite there being a trade, as you said, Busio getting the kill means Imperial Mandate, yes. But Razork got the kill again. 4-1 Nocturne, and his paranoia so far have been just fine.
Now Gunblade completed for Vladdy, Essence Reaver.
Nee, Fnatic hat nicht doppelt gegankt und Empiros war 50% der Spielerlines.
24 still an item away.
Perfekter Draft.
Stacking up, but he has been the
Pixel perfect.
Of Fnatic's aggression here in the early game. As upset and Razok hold the lead. Yike fishing for a steal.
Nicht ulten, ne? Lohnt nicht, lohnt nicht, lohnt nicht. Wir wollen Drake haben.
Also came in just to safeguard the way. He'll walk back towards top as Razork's going to continue on clearing.
Now Yahoo doing a really good job of farming in the middle lane, getting a nice healthy advantage.
Culling. Tidal Wave might have to be burned.
Gut.
Kalist at half HP.
Gut, gechunkt halten ist geil.
Heal him up a little bit here, but upset and lost, but they're still isolating this.
Der wird tot gewesen.
Coming down, but he's being pinged. Vladdy's going to cover the move.
Geil.
And remember, Paranoia is up and available again, so with the movement down from Razork towards mid lane, he can make
GG.
sure that any play has numbers advantage first, as long as Yike is spotted out.
The ebb and flow, though, doing great work.
Sehr guter Invade.
Heal Kalist pretty much back up to full at this point. His mana not really going to be affected that much as Razork ticks over to level 10. Level 11 is where you get that extra cooldown on the ulti. Nice trade back there from Kalist. Oh, careful now. Take a tower shot. The shield will tank that one up.
He's got warm hugs.
So much vision invested from Fnatic towards the bot side of the map as well. They should spot Yike out, but Yike's gonna in turn spot that vision himself with the Umbral Glaive.
Nicht gechunkt werden vom Drake. Ich brauche euch alle healthy für den Drake, bitte. Danke. Wir haben auch Echoes of Helia. Wie geil ist das denn? Ja, wie geil ist das denn?
Digress, 20 seconds till the Drake piercing line. All these trades in bottom lane will lead to maybe another objective here for Fnatic as they look for the push.
Dragon 10 seconds. Resets coming through from Yike.
Cancel den Köter.
Yeah, they will.
Nice.
So now
Drake.
should be the go signal
Ja.
for Razork, knowing that Yike is trying to base. He should be able to just rush this down.
Sehr gut.
See pings onto the Dragon. I think KC want to get a quick base off and head towards that Dragon as quickly as possible. And keeping
Ich weiß, wir lieben es zu overstayen Upset, aber jetzt hier ein kleiner Fight. Oh.
Ja!
Alles funktioniert.
He recognized it too. He starts pathing up towards top.
Alles funktioniert.
You can see a small ping onto the Raptors. Fnatic saying, hey, whoa, careful now. He's probably going to move into my topside jungle. So now the swaps are starting to come through. With role quests being completed, Akali in a longer side lane is now much scarier for Yehu to have to deal with. But Yike doing what he can with the support of Busio as they now isolate the Scion from the rest of Fnatic.
He's been hovering around that Raptor camp for a little bit, now finally finds it. Kalist gets a push in bot lane. We go towards here because Paranoia is up. Razork level 11. Kalist outside of the turret. Razork's going to see him. Presses Q, but nothing more. Kalist
Herald. Weg von Botside, weg von Botside. Vladdy ist komplett fein. Nicht mit auf Mitte hinten und Herald. Nicht auf Mitte hinten und Herald.
Really careful here, buddy.
They can turn the lights off though, even if Upset's caught out.
Trau dich nicht zu fälschen. Du bist schlau, ich weiß es.
Safeguards his 80 carry.
Okay, now it is KC's
All out fight, by the way. Egal was.
on the Herald.
All out fight.
Kha'Zix's gonna melt through this
All out fight. Egal was passiert. Wir hauen die hier tot.
Emperos has TP as well. He has no wards to TP too.
Hallo. Hallo.
Been spotted though.
No fucking way.
Lostberg going to get TP'd on. Okay, they get the Herald and Casey looking for the play. Razork turns the Paranoia on and there's a Renekton.
Ernst?
She said Kana gets a flash out of Losper. A win so far for KC as Vladdy looks for position. But KC, even though they commit the TP, get the objective and they get a flash.
Yeah, I think
Bei aller Liebe, das war unser Herald, by the way. Bei aller Liebe, das war unser Herald.
relatively even trade in a sense because while Fnatic don't have to commit much, it was KC that committed much. They don't find a kill. They do get summoners and they do get the Herald. there was a big opportunity for Emperos to push in bot, forcing Yehu to also TP. So now Fnatic...
Nee, war ein Riesenfehler, den zu geben. Riesenfehler, den zu geben. Also bitte.
You could argue this is an advantage for Fnatic.
Nein.
But it only depends if they actually use that Fnatic to then take advantage of the fact.
Nein, es ist kein Advantage. Es ist insanely bad, den zu geben, to be fair. In dem State, in dem wir waren.
Emperos up against the turret, he flashes away. Hang on a minute, decimating smash. Yehu flashes as well, but he's got lethal tempo on Emperos.
Nur Liebe.
He's not found it. Bloody dives him.
Schlag ihn tot. Schlag das dreckige Insekt tot. Schön. Vladi nicht isolieren.
Upset gets 3. Emperos survived the whole thing, and KC have lost even more.
A heavy commitment though from Fnatic. They send all 5 members towards the bot play, allowing for Kalist to hit onto this mid tier 1 and the top wave to be pushed as well. Kana's going to rotate down to mid to offer some protection for Kalist, who did get a big injection of plates. But overall, Fnatic find themselves with 2 kills. They get the bot tower and they extend their gold lead.
And you got your answer immediately, Betty. 1 out of the 2 TP advantages have been used from Vladi to net that kill. So
yeah, absolutely.
Fnatic use the advantage well. 3,000 is the lead as we look at the replay.
And this is the thing, given that KC had committed all those TPs, they can't respond to a play like this. So quick thinking from Vladi to make this play. He's ahead of the plate of Yike. Yike then arrives to find, oh no, I'm heavily outnumbered. There's nowhere really for me to go. I'll try and clear out the wave. That's too late. Vladi slows him down using the Qs, and there's no way for Yike to get anything back. So those kills go over to Vladi and to Upset as Fnatic now on the aggression.
Yike did get the blue buff though, given over to Buzio. Upset jumps into Kalist again. Cozy can't fire down. He went forward. Baubles.
Ja, exhaust.
Do some work. Time the wave as well. Emperos left alone. Interrupt. Jumps in front of him. There's paranoid.
Ja. Ja. Vladi.
Upset jumps into him though.
Bekommt
It's a mess. 2 for 2. We pause. KC are looking for the chase. Upset is low. Mid lane now, the Herald's going to be dropped. And KC want to go, go, go. Cozy can't fire there. Yike jumps in. Exhaust, but he gets out.
Nee, sofort Herald nerven. Warum darf der von Madagaskar den Herald anklicken, Bro? Bullshit.
They overforce that fight, and it ends up being a 2 for 2, but KC get the shutdowns. So look at the goal that gets injected here. Fnatic, sure. They don't actually steal away the blue buff. Upset goes all in on a play against Kalist, loses the trade in HP. Emperos is now in a very awkward spot, so Fnatic have to try and turn the play around. They commit. One dives onto Yehu, Vladi dives onto the backline. Doesn't quite have the damage to get the kill onto Kalist. Trades on form, but 606 versus 350.
Yeah.
Kalist gets that nice injection of gold, gets that nice shutdown. And while they do take out Yehu, ultimately the fact that Kalist gets that extra injection of gold and they get the top tower, Casey's pretty happy with how that panned out.
I think so. Gold minimized 1,500 as Vladi jumps in, looking for a kill onto Kalist. He's in trouble. Doesn't have any summoners up, and Vladi wants to exploit him. 1 second until that ulti from Vladi is dragging into the next port of call.
Oh, wir sind halt so gespiked, aber bekommen wir noch hier ein Rocket Bait fertig oder wie schaut's aus bei Vladi? Wie schaut's denn aus?
Concede.
What? Oh, that's a great question. I mean, Vladi's looking very scary right now. 2 items now fully completed for Kalist is a big spike for him.
It is.
He is still behind Upset by a pickaxe, but it's not the end of the world.
Upset jumps in. Yike's found out. Cozy can't fire the sustain, the healing. He's able to do that. TV going to be burned by Fnatic. They want this third Drake.
They certainly do. They're happy to also just go back to base, catch that top wave. There's no real cross map that's going to come through. I'd be shocked if KC considers rushing like a Baron or anything. So that's going to be a Mountain Dragon. Fnatic put themselves on soul point. And what a performance, Fnatic. They look like a completely different team. The early advantages that they're getting, the objectives that they're converting it into as well. Fnatic with a lead against KC in game 2. 2-0 in KC would be quite the feat.
For Vladi, for Upset, for their old organization, it would be the biggest stab.
In die Botlane? Nee.
Right through the heart of Carmine Core in their own.
Godblade?
Vladi's trying to
Good.
buy some time. He's going to have to public execution rather every time this ulti. I was going to call it private. What is it? Perfect execution. God damn, we should not have put execution under 2 ultis.
You can just say Vladi's going to dash away.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you for telling me how to do
It's
my
a
job.
long cooldown dash.
It is a long, well, actually it's not that long. I mean, it's got 40 seconds left.
All right, well,
As
he's going to have it for the next fight, I'm
he
sure.
will indeed.
But yeah, this is one of the things we talked about in draft where Vladdy will struggle in a side lane against Renekton. They kind of have to match the Sion into it. They're trying their best to match. Ooh, hang on. A TP to bot lane means that they can start off the Baron. But this should have been spotted out. Ping's
Ja.
I mean, they are indeed. They're trying to move up, but I think Baron might be gone. I mean, Yike's moving up.
Ja.
No Azir, no Renekton. Of course, it will have to be a TP from the top lane of Kana, but at 9k, it's trouble.
Ja. 7k, mach fertig, mach fertig, mach fertig, mach fertig, mach fertig, mach fertig, mach fertig. Mach fertig, mach fertig. Oh mein Gott, wir haben so wenig Damage. Oh, wir wollten Knockout. Nein! Wenn er 50-50, ich bring mich um.
Keeps getting these steals. Only God knows.
Yike makes magic happen for KC. An absolutely phenomenal steal. He's able to find a way into the pit. The Kha'Zix secures it. The lights get shut off by Razork. They're desperately trying to kill the Baron, but Yike sneaks his way in. Q smites secure with the help of Kana. And then trapped in the pit, Yehu's looking for an angle. Kana doing so much work in the 1v4. Yehu slides in, gets the two-man ulti. And just like that, the game flips on its head.
Yike is just the king of thieves. And we've got to accept if you're going to 50-50, he gets an extra 10%.
Phenomenal. Simply phenomenal from Yike. 18-3 on this Kha'Zix.
Look at the
Perhaps not looking to carry in the way that he expected, but hey, if he gets the win, he'll take it. KC now with the Baron have the gold lead, looking to push on towards these towers of Fnatic.
And it looks like suddenly we're starting to think about another 6-game night. As KC get cullinged on, upset still, a machine, a warrior that is almost 3 items now. But KC got a breath of fresh air, and Yehu, with 2 items, he's able to hold his ground. Upset jumps into this. I don't think he should feel as confident as he once did. The big one goes to the left. But mid lane turret under threat while Vladdy does some damage at top.
Upset nearly has the Infinity Edge, but he's still losing out on those trades. Vladdy does get a tower in the top lane.
Es ist immer noch winnable, I guess. I guess.
Like, the goal difference doesn't look that big, but the shift in momentum, the fact that KC's comp does scale very nicely. Azir plus Corki, I mean, it's a tale as old as time. That combo, you know how threatening it can be in the late game, and also the experience. Kalist is a full level over upset, and Yehu's about half a level up as well. That Baron did so much in terms of the game state that with the soul on its way, Fnatic not down and out, but this next fight is going to be a tough one.
It will be a tough one, but it'll be game-breaking if they can wrangle control back.
Wir schauen mal krass an, weil der scheiß Clean-Feed weder Draft-Musik hat, noch Audienz.
They go for third item. The goal difference isn't so insurmountable that Fnatic can't come back.
Right.
They have to make the decision if they feel the longer this game goes, the harder it gets, or if they feel that it's worth waiting for that extra item before they try and find a fight.
Well, KC open up mid-turret and they keep the pressure there, so with that Baron buff, it does feel like it's going to be harder and harder for Fnatic to even walk through this line of choke that's now visioned up, all the way up. Yike looking for the pick. Razork's deep here. Going to be found out. Spell shield out with the 4 spikes. Rather, Void. KC in fog of war. Razork tries to check. Empress is going to teleport in with a big shield. He's okay to face check, but he gets stunned up by Kana. Shield out once again, but Yike hovers around looking for a target. Void spikes out, decimating smash. Kalist stood his ground for so long, his upset now threatens his position. But Yehu wasn't even here as he too moves into spot.
Upset dancing around, doing what damage he can. The
Void
Q
spots.
connects from Razork. Vladdy on the flank.
Gatling gun now out. Big one in the chamber. Kalist in position. He gets culling. The ulti from Razork jumps on the 80 carry.
Es guckt.
Razork finishes the job.
Es guckt.
Sends Fnatic away. He says, no, you shall not pass. Empress, Void spikes, slow, breath of light. Vladdy has to hold the out, but Empress knows, I must die, so the rest of Fnatic can survive. But they give up soul. They lose their first strike of this game, and KC's house is electrifying in this second game.
We've seen this before from Fnatic. The Nocturne goes in.
Nein, ich muss jetzt kurz überlegen. No joke, das kann nicht wahr sein, dass die 25 Minuten darauf hoffen, dass Fnatic irgendwie das Game verliert, weil denen keine 3 positiven Argumente einfallen, by the way. Und dann, sobald irgendwas in KC's Favor geht, oh ja, ich lutsche jetzt kurz Fnatic, KC's Schwanz. Es ist so krank, by the way. Ohne Spaß, es ist so krank. Wenn du denen zuhörst, es ist insane, by the way. The game is lost außerdem. Disgusting. Disgusting. Als ob du denen eine Knarre an den Kopf hältst gerade. Mit 20 KC-Fans.
Yike is a 0-4 Kha'Zix now with the gold lead. All early game, he was abused by Razork on this Nocturne. And Betty, I know you talk so much about the Nocturne pick, it hasn't even been about that.
Nein, ihr Fotzen, ihr redet nur über KC.
And Razork's had a great game otherwise. But now options getting limited as Yike goes into the ulti. His Void Assault has begun, spell shielded out. He's going to turn off the light with the flash, taste their fear. Razork has to flash too. He's running for his life. Yike still looking for the follow-up Void Spikes. They're not going to get anyone as Vladdy helps his jungler navigate to his base, but they're getting confident, they're getting edgy, and KC are getting ready to try and close this one out.
I mean, that was a close one there for Razork. Full sent from Yike and Yahoo, almost getting the kill. Trade of flashes between the junglers, but they'll take a tower. It's a fair secondary prize. Baron in 20 seconds. You have to imagine KC will turn their attention towards it. They just feel so strong now. Mainly, it's those levels, man. A full level everywhere. Karna's about to be 2 levels up. It's easy to underestimate how much value that XP gives, but getting to level 6 ahead of your opponent just before that Baron as well. Is so huge. And every time Fnatic pressing tab in this game, I feel like, goddamn, how do we win a fight now?
Yeah.
Ja, wir können keine Fights gewinnen. Also, at this point, wir haben nicht genug Damage für den Renekton. Außer Upside bekommt noch LDA. Wir brauchen LDA. Unbedingt LDA. Das Problem ist nur, dass meine Akali auch extrem behind ist mit Items, mit Gunblade plus Rocketbike kein Damage mehr.
KC trying to move us to a game 3.
It's always dangerous to just start the objective off, though.
Yep.
So KC, they're not going to be blind about it. Keep your eyes at bottom lane. Yep. Karna pushing that wave in. Just keeping pressure up somewhere on the map. This is one of the things as well, Fnatic, you've noticed that they've just been grouping up a lot. And they've been just sacrificing farm passively. That's contributed to the XP difference that we've been seeing grow in favor of KC. But also just the individual farm and leads that KC have been able to build for themselves. Yahoo with an individual 1k gold advantage. Now Emperos comes to finally match Karna. And now Baron has started off.
It's a push and pull, smart from KC. Attention driven away. Fnatic have to regroup. Razork, remember, no GA. If he dives in, he will die, but Baron is going to be stopped. KC are trying to draw their attention.
Oh, unbedingt LDA. Unbedingt LDA, bitte.
Again, kind of going to use his time to back away so he can get a Sterix gauge and an immediate TP. They're ready to force it again.
Exactly, they're trying to get these resources out from Fnatic. Upset, he should spot this one out.
Emperos teleported as well, but it's going down quick 7k. Can Razork do the same? Tidal wave though, layers down.
Schön. Zu deep. Zu deep. So viel Burst. Lass Upside arbeiten. Slow. Slow. Nächstes Campfire. Slow. Och Mann, ey, das war doch so geil, oder nicht? Wir haben so viel Damage bekommen. Warum müssen wir dann so deep gehen auf einmal? Das ergibt gar keinen Sinn.
This game is done and dusted. Yike will bring us to game 3. Yike. That steal earlier on, we look back at the play, a nice engage for Emperos, a quick flash away from Callisto, and the Nocturne simply gets eviscerated. Vladdy stunned up too by Karna, means that he can't threaten the back line either, and now it's only Upset. He doesn't have the range. Every time he steps too close, Yahoo and Callisto simply pick him apart. Beautifully danced around by KC. Fnatic fall, KC are triumphant. And with the Baron, with the Dragon as well. We're going all the way in this best of 3.
We're going all the way, 2 nights in a row. Road trip wouldn't be one of the best road trips we've had without all 5 games, or 3 rather. Kind of caught out though. Hang on, Paranoia.
Gib mir sofort mein LDA. Fettes Shutdown, gib mir sofort mein LDA. Bitte.
Mistake from the Korean top laner. It feels done, but that's going to slow down the Baron.
Certainly will.
Gib mir sofort mein LDA.
Time where they can.
Bitte kein Mod Reminder. Bitte, bitte, bitte LDA, LDA, LDA. Bitte, 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 bitte.
Now ticking over to level 16. A much needed level, getting that extra point in his ulti. We're yet to really see that Fnatic combo come through with the Akali and the Nocturne. Every time the Nocturne dives in, so far he's just been...
Oh, stimmt doch auch wieder. Wir haben das schon drei... Ist okay.
If they can stall out the duration of
Ist okay.
maybe there's a world, but
Ist okay.
Razork! Yikes now coming in for the flank. Culling was down. Razork loses the GA.
Just like that, Kalist melts through Razork. Effectively finds himself a solo kill.
He
and there's
thought
that
he played
GA
with
goal.
Soraka again or something, I think. Don't know. Void Spike slows down. Emperor's going to find Decimating Smash, but in case you want to follow up, Kalist again, the Shred, as you said. Also works on
Auf den LDA jetzt.
an LDR, well, doesn't have an LDR right now, but hasn't really been focusing on Emperor's. Just spotted out by a wall.
I mean, credit to Kalist. He was put behind so much in the early game.
Mann, er braucht kein Rapid Fire, ihr Trottel. Er hat doch das Campfire. Er muss halt mit Lucian W ist das okay.
With Busio at his side.
Und er geht mehr Value von der E-Cooldown von Navori.
KC very much in the driver's seat. Very much have the advantage. Fnatic, they'll have to pull a rabbit out of their hat to turn the momentum in their favor.
Now remember, reset for Yike. He will leap. He's got the upgraded leap and he's got the range on it. As turret goes down on the top side, 8,000 gold just about. Casey still at Baron for another 10 seconds. It was only 1,000 Red Bull Baron power play, but it took it off the map. They found a winning fight from it.
Blade next, ne, BT.
Driver's seat.
BT.
Hold on, it will come down to this dragon. It feels
BTGA. Settens items.
This game and take us to another 11 o'clock, 11:30 finish. But damn, it's a good time to be in Paris.
I'm thinking back to that Baron, and I really want to reinforce that the decision-making behind that initial Baron from Fnatic was actually very good.
Yeah.
Yahoo TP'd to bot lane, so they had guaranteed numbers advantage at the Baron. But I think in hindsight, the mistake Fnatic made was not turning. They should have just forced a fight 4v5 rather than 50-50ing the Baron.
Yeah.
But in their minds, they're sitting there thinking, we've got it. But also, it's quite slow when you have a Kali plus Sion. So, I mean, I'm seeing how all these...
Wurde einfach vom Nash knocked. Wir wurden vom Nash knocked.
That's the thing, that's...
Wir wurden vom Nash knocked. Was für Turn, die waren 2 Kilometer weg.
Now caught out.
He doesn't have Shuriken Flip, obviously Gatling gun down, Foster's bomb, everything connecting from Kalist into the Valkyrie.
Jesus Christ.
Vladdy won't get his revenge this game, as he'll be dead for 50 seconds.
Yeah, that is a very long death timer for the former KC mid laner. Caught out in the top lane, 2, 5, and 6. Really struggled to have impact with the Akali. And now KC, knowing that they have more players, are looking to siege in top lane.
They find an all in, this game will be done. Kalist stepping up again.
Jesus Christ.
Half HP Busio. Now his work cut out for him as he has to heal as the all in. The paranoia jumping on Gunner, he slices and dices. Slow down with the stride breaker, but the fear not going to tether. Upset runs in as well as KC try to get a retribution play. The follow-up as Jake jumps in. Void spikes are good. Kalist in between. War.
Gut.
3 people. Kana jumps in. Spell shield. Upset gets over.
Der spielt wie ein Madman, das ist geil.
Going to heal him up with some hugs, but
Der spielt wie ein Madman, finde ich gut.
done a bit of damage. They need to chill. One mistake and Dragon's up in 50. Baron's up in a minute. If KC overstep, they give entries for Fnatic back in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Fnatic doing a good job of defending here. They're buying time as much as they can to stop their inhibitors from falling. Baron 48 seconds away. Fnatic will be given more opportunities, but I feel like it's only really one. With both Dragon and Baron spawning at the same time, one will likely result in the other, and this final fight may very well decide the game. So both sides spending what gold they can, trying to complete those items as quickly as they can.
Yeah, upset final item, or rather second last item, maybe final item for the game. I mean, he's sitting on BF with Vamp Scepter.
Haben Seekers auf, Vladdy.
Big shield, maybe too early. Kalist zoning towards the top side. Emperos has the TP of his own. He's going to get a big shield too, and there's the Dragon. Here we go.
Back at level 18, wants to initiate. Fnatic want this soul. TP going to be burned. Razork on top, they get the blue up here. It's Kalist launches the big one!
Flashing. Dicker, wir gehen wieder full rein, ey. Ja, unplayable. Unplayable.
And now KC with a mid-side tracker saying, hey, let's threaten Baron again.
I mean, Fnatic simply haven't learned their lesson that they cannot win the front to back. If Fnatic want to win a fight, they've got to start the fight before the objective spawns. They cannot just play the normal way when you've got Nocturne Akali. Because when you've got Kalista and Yehu with the range at their discretion.
Stimmt, actually, wir laufen dann, also die gehen dann auch nicht zu 5 rum die ganze Zeit, deswegen machen wir das dann einfach. Habt ihr recht.
Clean stuff from KC.
Because Fnatic, it feels like they still have a chance despite being 9,000 gold down. They're doing well, as you said earlier, to hold on. But front to back ain't the way. KC now moving into position. Fnatic finding an angle. Upset gets over the wall. Kalist front lining. Breath of light. The ulti from the side. Kalist no way out. Decimating smash. They've got Kalist.
Yeah.
They've got Busio. Kana has to run. Fnatic found an angle.
Yeah.
Finally picked apart the pieces. Sure complete one connection on Kana as he runs away.
Okay.
Won't be able to have anything else as well. 2 down. Bottom lane of KC are dead.
Wir wollen Full Send, ne?
This is how you win fights.
Boah, bitte.
Not through the front to back, but instead.
Nee, wenn die Gegner griefen.
Those are long death timers on the side of KC. Fnatic have given themselves a glimmer of hope in this game too.
Bit more gold for what it's worth here. With Inatara going down, objective bounties are falling off.
Oh, wir finishen nicht, aber
3,000 gold is what they just got back. Minus 2.5k Baron power players. Here's all
Was?
damage. Bloody dead. Bloody dead. Yike jumps on him. Culling. Razzle. Dead as well into the GA. Kana front line, but under the turret. Upset. What are you doing? He needs to get out. Sending in Yehu. Empress to the side. But Yike is going to find him. He's shredding a Scion. Kha'Zix is going to find the slow. And Empress is going to find the dirt. Yike gets out with a leap reset. And Fnatic overstep.
Fnatic, you get given that chance, you get given this opportunity, and you throw it away. Upset goes in, trades his HP bar for Kalist. A huge ulti connects from Empros to allow for Vladdy to dive in and get himself a double. He gets this big injection of gold, but then they just go too deep. Why do they try to dive this? Vladdy backflips under the tower, gets one shot by Yike. A good Sonya's from Yehu, buys time, they get the kill on the Razok, and now I think that's game for KC.
They're running down the mid lane, it surely feels like it. Death timers are low though, hang on. 5 members of KC, 4 now up of Fnatic. They'll have Empros in 15, they're using
haben wir Sonjas.
what's left of it here in 50.
Sonjas bei Vladdy ab.
Nexus turret number 1. It's precarious as Kalist steps up. Razok with no GNs, Vladdy jumps in, tidal wave. The pressure's too much. Busio says, shut up, you're in my house now. He's getting used to the love as the dive from Razok is bad. Fnatic a cent away into a game 3 at the end of our roadshow as Yike will stay victorious on this. Kha'Zix will ensue.
19 wins as Yike wins another. It was his steal that turned the game around for KC. They will bring us to game 3. We will have another 6-game day.
Ist krass, das.
I just used that on Tilda.
Und das Pause, ich fick doch mein Leben.
Stuff, incredible stuff from KC. We're setting ourselves up for a very exciting game 3, that's for sure.
Yike is on stage. He didn't have a good early game, but he is the reason we're going to have another long night. That steal on Baron is the reason the KC fans get a chance of getting into playoffs right here, right now.
Vainqueur absolu. Et une fois de plus, ça se joue sur un style absolument magistral de la part de Yike. Yike, we're so used to you stealing in clutch moments like this. Tell me about how you made it happen. Tell me about coming back in this game and finding once again this clutch opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, the game was for sure a bit scary. I don't even think it was the best Kha'Zix game, but I wanted to play it anyways. And no, I will be strong. Like, no matter what happened early game, I could be strong later. And yeah, I think the steal just turned it around. So I'm very happy I could do that. It was very risky, very scary, but we made it, right?
Love it, absolutely love it. I'm going to let you join your team. You can go, you can go. Petite traduction ici. De toute façon, il sait qu'il...
Execution into paranoia. nicely done here by Call Me and Kryra.
Schau mal ein bisschen, dass hier bis weitergeht.
Missing Flash is punished big time.
It's so nice as a Nocturne.
Was ist hier los?
Flash pre-6.
Was ist hier los?
Then post-6, you can just probably kill that person unless they're completely hugging your turret. So that's a perfect start for both.
Warum ist der 1K Gold down?
All thanks to combination of Saint being greedy with his TP, but also just Kryra being in the right spot when the TP was going to come through to burn the flash.
Yep, really well done there. And now Berserker back on this bot side, still farming it up. And it is a 1,000 gold lead here for DSG because of that kill they got in that mid lane, as well as the really nice early advantage here for Castle, who has gone back to base and does have.
So in 10 Minuten geht's weiter mit Game 3.
Dokla ended up staying around on that top side to soak one more wave, so he'll go back and will not really be punished for this at all, just working in towards some tabbies.
You can see Kryra and Inspired both kind of respecting each other's game at the moment. Inspire knows that Akali Nocturne ult are down, so he's just going to take this Drake solo.
Oh.
Actually, if Kryra and Call Me had decided to move into River, they could stop him, but it would just be a losing percentage play if Berserker and Isles were to cover, so that's why no one is stopping Inspired from taking that Drake, and that's essentially the trade.
Yep, no Nocturne ult, no Akali ult would be tough to stop as Kryra heading up towards that top side. Right there as the grubs do spawn, and is going to be able to likely grab, we'll see if he gets all three, but Lion's going to be slowed down, and immediately Berserker just dashing forward with the Transcend oneself. They were trying to get in onto Lions to have the knock-up with the Wild Growth, but Lions did flash early enough. With that XP disadvantage, knew there was no chance of a fight. Berserker and Isles playing this very well.
Okay.
Will claim all three of those grubs, and that is going to be nice for Castle on the top side, who has perma push.
Caitlyn ist noch offen, aber Caitlyn wird gebannt werden. Varus ist noch available. Sayarakan ist noch available. Könnte guter Sayarakan eingegeben. Eventuell.
He is very scared of walking up.
Well, he knows Akali ult is back up. Kryra's ult is going to be soon, and it's pushing away from him, so he's really just trying to shove the whole wave in before his reset. Respectable, I think. That's a decent ultimate to do unless you're trying to bait a 2v2 later, but Inspired wouldn't want to do that against.
Das ist regulärer LCS.
It's likely a losing 2v2, so probably ends up getting him a little bit extra gold.
Yeah, I mean, he gets a couple more mandatory bases, but that's the problem. Yeah, exactly. The Akali's just going to hold the wave.
Yeah, now everyone's coming.
Exactly. They're going to send three there to make sure that they can unfreeze this. So Isles and Inspired are behind him. They want to make sure he can fully push this in. Call Me trying to threaten the all-in as Nocturne is around, but if they go for this, everyone is going to be here. They're
Good.
The shockwave comes.
GG.
The polymorph is going to be shrouded off. Kryra arrives. Lions is here to
Oder?
pick them up, but Lions still not 6, and Isles.
Ach, wir haben keine Lulu-Ulti, okay.
So this Nami, way down in experience, can't really contribute a lot to the fight, and as a result, Saint does survive.
The 2-level gap on supports is crazy. 7 to 5 at this stage in the game. That's the whole reason I feel like that play was able to be salvaged. No Shockwave, no Lulu ultimate. So even, I can understand why DSG would be so aggressive there. Even if 3 are here, we'll probably still win the fight, but it ends up a 0 for 0, and it'll relieve a little bit of pressure for Saint now that those ults are down.
Yeah, if you had Tidal Wave, maybe it would make the difference. Castle is just destroying Dokla right now on the top side. 1,000 gold up, does actually spot Inspired as he drops a pink ward there in the Tri-Brush. Castle does have to be a bit careful. One overextension in a matchup like this and you die, and all of a sudden the sign is kind of right back into it. But he is that point of power, wants to be continuing the push, and of course we do know that Inspired did go back to base.
Yeah.
That is going to be the teleport out there from Dokla, who finishes his steel cap.
Gibt noch ein Final-Game? Ja, so in
Doing really well, utilizing those grubs,
5 Minuten.
non-stop pushing, is going to try to be that point of power.
Pretty difficult early game for Inspired to play here, with Dokla being perma under his turret, Saint having his flash burned early and dying to that first Nocturne ultimate. And then he has a pushing bot lane, but they're not really setting up any gank or dive opportunities. So just got to be patient and continue to scale up.
Yep, Castle just going forward to the skies, taking another really good trade here onto Dokla, who has just gotten back to lane.
Kriegen wir Lane verloren gegen C9.
Isles has got to be careful. He's going to flash out of there. Look at the Wild Growth. Knocks them both
Gut.
up, and Lions has no flash.
Sehr gut.
And no chance to survive. Berserker and Isles with the big outplay in the 2v2.
Sehr gut.
It costs him a flash.
Ich muss kurz Werbung laufen lassen und komm auch, geh auf Toilette. Bis gleich.
3 seconds though, he's hoping that Lions moves a little bit further up.
Inspired is here too, though. I don't even think he can go for it, and Inspired, right place, right time, is going to dissuade Kyra from going in, and that was just really well done there with a double knock-up on the Wild Growth as Berserker dashed into both Sejet and Lions.
And that's trust in your 2v2 right here. Berserker goes beast mode, so that's Yunara ult plus Lulu ult, and you're in. You would imagine Isles would self-ult in a lot of situations, but he waits till the last moment to flash sideways, which baits DSG up in the lane, and then Berserker flies in with his ult E very quickly to get in range for the ult knockup. Just beautifully done by those two.
Yeah, really well played, and I think great by Isles. He does not panic, he doesn't self-shield or self-wild growth. And this was a quote from Inspired talking about how they want to go for a bit more chaotic plays. It is interesting because this is obviously not a chaotic draft. It's very, very standard. But, you know, when I was asking him about some of their losses in games, the teams that are ranked below them, he was saying, hey, we have been really good in stable games and controlled environments. But when the chaos starts, he felt like that's where they're struggling. So they have been trying to create that a bit. Yeah. And as a result, we have seen, you know, they're a little bit more activity here in lock-in versus Spring. Obviously, it's not massive numbers, but a bit higher as far as the combined kills a minute, a bit higher kills at 14, and it's something that they're trying to work on at least.
It completely makes sense, and I feel like it's been true in the other games that we've seen from them so far this split. This game in particular, though, I just don't know where they're going to find the chaos with two losing solo lanes, aside from just creating crazy conditions bottom lane.
Berserker will flash in.
That's chaos enough. That's more just being good. They're just dominating this 2v2 lane down bot.
Yep, absolutely. Have been playing really well, but no, I agree. It's a very, very standard, slow-paced draft.
Saint, why did you TP on mid? Creating chaos.
Okay, so.
Trying to mix up the variables a little bit here.
Junge.
But solo lanes, definitely huge advantage for DSG.
Rain Academy war Castle von KT.
Has not yet cashed out.
Come aus KT.
It's up 750 gold. The tower is going to fall here already as Castle, just walking past it, is up nearly 2,000 gold individually. He is blasting Dokla. This is a crazy.
Ich meine, Carrier ist wahrscheinlich der beste Support auf der Welt, also er gibt schon sehr viel Sinn, den zu halten.
Took a solo first tower in
Er gibt schon sehr viel Sinn, den zu halten.
That's very impressive.
That is a
that's a standout performance right there from Castle so far. And now he's going to move. He has the threat to move bot and completely shut
So,
off.
lass mich mal die Schedule nebenbei machen für morgen. Für die nächste Woche. Fnatic First Pick, Red Side. Was wollen wir First picken? Was haben wir First picken? Was haben wir für eine Idee? Seraphine Ashe oder Caitlyn wahrscheinlich, würde ich jetzt sagen. Seraphine Ashe, Caitlyn.
Wanted to move that advantage around the map, but you also have to be a little
Annie,
bit careful
trauen wir
about
uns
not
nicht.
over-roaming and allowing Sion to get back in, so I expect him to TP top,
Yeah, Castle's going to be a little disappointed with what he was able to accomplish there. They do secure the Drake, but Dokla is able to clear out the wave. If DSG would find a way to actually get, I'd say the Jace even into the Orianna, and then the Akali into the Sion, they can continue to just really push the tempo. I don't like having Castle in this lane, to be completely honest. I want him pushing advantages elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it'll just be where they can get vision set up. I think at this point, you know, I think at a certain point you're going to move your bot lane mid, which it looks like that's what they're doing now, and then the soul lanes will be in the side, and then it's just Nocturne kind of bouncing around between lanes, and you're trying to find those advantages. You know, look for all ins.
So, wer spielt denn Prime League morgen? Es war irgendwas mit G2 Not gegen Eevee, ne? Ja.
It does look like Sion is the one who's going to be heading out towards top once again. Was considering a roam towards bot as he was walking out that way, but Castle definitely looking strong.
Dann am Dienstag ist NPL um 10 Uhr.
A little bit tough for Calmy in this side lane when he's in the 2v1. It should help Sajed Lions temporarily, but Lion just wants to stay down here to funnel even more gold onto Berserker. Will likely give up this Rift Herald,
Okay,
but I'm okay.
gehen rüber, Game 3 hier. Wichtiger.
We'll see what Fnatic can do. What an atmosphere it has been. What a weekend it has been here in Evry, near Paris, not quite in Paris, in France. It's just been a pleasure to be here, and we can't wait for the final game of the final series of this road trip here for the LEC. We'll be right back in just a couple of moments' time. Don't you dare go anywhere.
hier noch LCK auf. Zack. Oh. Wir können auch Ashlow spielen, ja. KT, was haben wir?
Brother, let me try. Wait.
Brother, let us break this instead. Brother.
Doch, Donnerstag.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
What is this, brother?
Perfection.
Oh, ist noch schon was drin.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Okay, haben wir RPM. Donnerstag. Oh, auch RPM. KT haben wir Mittwoch, ja. Zweite Series KT gegen Hunter. Und Freitag ist HLE gegen T1. Oh, ja, Game Series winnable, Series is winnable, ja. Series is winnable, haben sehr, sehr gute Early Games. Sehr, sehr, sehr gute Early Games. So, Samstag.
Yeah, Fnatic's all right. You know, they seem to have a very strong style, and it's more linear, so you kind of know what the enemies are going to play for when you're loading in versus Fnatic. So I would say that makes them a bit more telegraphed.
They are not as good as they should be, like on paper, and like I know Bloody, you know, since last year, and I like him a lot. So it's gonna be for me, it's gonna be most fun probably to play against Fnatic. Yeah, I feel like if they get
Okay, Schedule ist fertig.
together, they would be stronger than.
Was wäre ein Draft jetzt? Well, Hände weg von Wukong und schauen, ob wir... Boah, wir spielen Wukong Annie oder nicht. Hände weg von Wukong, hoffen, dass wir einen... hoffen, dass wir einen guten... guten Sayarakan finden. Annie ist gepickt, stimmt, Annie ist schon weg. Noch besser. Perfekt. So, Schedule ist fertig und Schedule ist gepostet. Jetzt.
Events we went to, it was the crowd against us. Like we went to
Maokai? Nein, mit Maokai war ja auch
last year in the summer. So finally we're gonna have the crowd on our side. So I'm excited for that. I mean, the biggest stake is that we wanna keep going undefeated. Last year when we went to the roadshow, we won both of the series we played. So we wanna keep doing the same. We wanna win in our arena every single game.
That's exactly what Yike's trying to do. That's what he did himself with the Kazakhs in game 2. Undefeated is the goal. And KC almost lost out on that game.
Bist nicht mein Draft.
Fnatic's early game. I'm Sterix, I'm Betty. He's Betty. It's been a long one again.
Yeah. I'm already coughing.
It's been a long one.
Yeah.
But we're going to take you through to the end. That man, I mean, Kometo, I was talking with him in the elevator. He's been casting each and every game as well. Like, we're going to see it through to the end. We're going to see if KC can remain undefeated.
Nicht den Draftpisten. Sehr simpel, nicht den Draftpisten.
Own house, man. Wouldn't it be a statement if through thick and thin, just like yesterday versus Shifters, they could see it through cleanly to the 6-0?
Well, let's find out. Fnatic have had good early games so far in this series. But to be honest, given Fnatic's weekend, I have no idea what to predict. They brought out the Soraka game 1. I feel like their mid-arena,
Nicht den Draftpisten.
focusing on getting a strong bot lane, have been clear, have been good. But can they get a strong bot lane this time?
Okay, nicht den Draftpisten.
Choose first pick. Let's see how they adapt as KC go back to the red sides. The ban's already coming in thick and fast. Fnatic looking to remove the Nautilus. Orianna already taken off the board as well. A lot of the common mid lane champions that we see
Okay.
taken away.
Caitlyn first pick. Wie wär's?
Now for Yehu.
Caitlyn first pick oder Seraphine first pick oder Ashe first pick.
He's all in maybe side lane comps like Camille comps.
That's exactly what I was thinking, yeah. Whether or not that's the direction they go is yet to be seen. A Nivea ban does indicate that maybe Casey's thinking about an Ahri.
Yeah.
Also a possibility. Remember Pantheon, man. Pantheon, you mentioned it before in the last draft.
Made it through.
Yeah, he keeps...
Overlay ist am Spinnen.
really wants to lock it in, but I have to imagine for Fnatic, it's going to be the priority.
And notice as well, Fnatic here on the blue side this time around is draft a little bit cooked. We're going to fix that for you. But KC have consistently been banning Vi up until this point in the series. Yike's Vi has been a lot better, even though his historic win rate with it hasn't been good. Even yesterday you saw the Yike Vi allegations are gone. As soon as we get that back up, we'll tell you what those Vi bans are.
I saw the Caitlyn ban. I saw
Caitlyn.
Fuck.
Casey's banned Caitlyn. I don't know what
Fuck.
Fnatic's last ban was, though.
Find out in a sec.
Aber ergibt Sinn.
But you talked about the Vi right now. We see Fnatic hovering it.
Yeah, that is a thought. Pantheon wasn't banned either, so... Actually, that's going to be locked in as you come back to pick and ban.
Yeah, when you guys get back here.
Pantheon, okay.
Alright, here we are. Yeah, so Seraphine
Laufen in Toskana rein.
Pantheon locked in for Fnatic. That's kind
Wir laufen voll in den Toskana rein.
Okay, I mean, it's weird. I feel like I'm in game 5, right?
Ja, First Pick gewählt, wir haben die Seite gewählt.
Game of the day, so that does explain it. So what AD carry is left open right now? Yunara, Corki, Lucian, Ezreal, Zyra constantly.
Ashe, Lulu, Yunara, Lulu.
Kai'Sa also a possibility. Range support, I mean Aurora, yeah, that makes a ton of sense. How could I forget about Aurora? Does Vladdy now consider the Galio? Maybe not.
I mean, you raised the Zyra Khan. That's maybe why Yike is thinking two steps about locking in the Vi here. Because if Vi gets locked in, Zyra...
Ich hoffe alles außer Talia. Gib mir lieber einen Victor.
Yeah, I'm also thinking of Vladdy.
Alles außer Talia. Keine Talia, keine Talia, keine Talia.
When I think about range support...
Keine Talia, keine Talia, keine Talia.
Does Fnatic play... I mean, Blitzcrank is a big ask.
I would love it, but...
That's
I don't
a
think
bit
it's
more
what we're gonna
aggressive
get.
into Lulu.
Ich fände eine Pikelane hier okay.
I mean, Karma's open.
Nico hasn't been played either, by the way.
Karma's open.
Oh, Karma ist offen. What the fuck?
Nico hasn't been played either, by the way.
What the fuck? Aber mit was?
They could do...
Mit was? Mit was? Mit Jin? Oh.
What else do you see with Karma?
Oh. Oh. Kenntnis gebannt.
Yeah.
Nee, wenn wir Junara gegen die... Ja, fuck, wenn wir Junara gegen die Jinx oder so eine Scheiße mit verlieren.
Pairings with Lulu are now really important, right? You might not get it here in this rotation because jungle's already been picked on the side of Fnatic. Now that you've shown there's a Jin, I guess the Vi's okay.
100%, yeah.
They like it. The crowd likes Yikes Vi now. In the past, not so much, but times have changed.
Yeah, I mean, Yike did have a bit of a stint where his Vi wasn't the best.
Oh, it was a meme. It was not good.
I was being more flowery with my language.
Hey, bro, it's
Also von Jin kann funktionieren.
look at my watch.
Kann funktionieren.
11 just about. I ain't gonna be flowery. You know?
Was wäre jetzt Bell dann Seier gewesen, dann gehen die Jinx und wir sind gebumst.
No worries. All right, KC moving to the second phase. There's that Ahri ban. Oh, wait, KC banned the Ahri. Oh, because they're playing Aurora. All right, you're right. It's cooked. It's
cooked.
Yeah, that makes sense. So the Ahri gets banned away. Do they now ban away the Galio? Is Lissandra good into... No, I don't think it's that good into what KC have drafted.
If you're at home, I'm just listening to Vetty go through the motions here. He's obviously, his brain is just cooking right now. Right now you can't see him, but he's got his hand in the air like he's, you know, Picasso or something. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm thinking...
You think you're Shakespeare right now. So he's holding a pose while Nah gets banned.
I'm trying to remember every champ in the game, and my brain won't
There's only 140 of them, Vetty.
TF ist ein Pick hier für uns. Obwohl, TF haben wir wenig Damage. Oh. LeBlanc mag ich auch nicht. Zoe? Zoe? Vielleicht Zoe?
Why would they ban?
Vielleicht Zoe?
I'm trying to think because normally I would be saying things like
Ambessa, that's why. They want Ambessa.
Yeah, okay, well done.
Yeah. Casey wants Ambessa. Fnatic, are you going to ban the Ambessa or are you going to let him have it? Or do you have a good pick into it?
Oh.
It could also technically be in a
Ja, wir sollten Ambessa bannen.
It won't be though.
Renekton ist raus.
Chase is banned. They're not thinking that either. On the
Kann Vladi so, ja.
No, I'm convinced Casey's going to go Ambessa.
Yeah.
They don't have to do it now though. They could just lock in their AD carry. I think Civi could be good for Casey personally. I think Civi is really good actually.
Civi ist sehr gut. Civi war ein guter Call von ihm.
Yeah, so So basically, stun. I can spell shield.
Ach du Scheiße.
I can spell shield. Jin deadly flourish. I can spell shield. Like it just.
Ja, jetzt spricht mich die Talia auch ein bisschen mehr an.
Yeah, I like the Sivir a lot. And also like Lulu Sivir.
Ja, jetzt spricht mich die am besten, jetzt spricht mich die Talia ein bisschen mehr an.
So makes a ton of sense. Alright, and then you save counter pick for KC. I think they want to lean towards.
Ja, Talia spricht mich an. Die Frage ist nur, was sie auf Top Lane bleiben.
Obviously they could go in any direction.
Cassandra oder was?
I do not think Kassadin is good.
Bleiben mit Cassandra, dann könnten die Last Pick Vayne oder Varus. Oh mein Gott, actually, es ist so cooked, by the way, weil wir müssen blind picken und ich weiß nicht, was wir blind picken. Ich weiß nicht, was wir blind picken sollen hier. Okay.
No, I don't think that's good.
But Renekton's not up, so they can't run Renekton into Ambessa.
Die gehen Vayne. Die gehen Vayne oder Varus.
Volibear. Okay, Vayne. Another V.
I don't know if Vayne is the best in the context of
Vayne oder Varus.
winning lane.
Or do you just go Cassante and just say, I'm gonna lose lane?
It's Kana, bro. He ain't gonna lose lane to Emperos. He's...
Oh, is it locked in? You can hear the crowd. Spoiler, it's locked. A Vayne top. Vetty, what do you think of them apples?
Rausband, ja.
I prefer Casey's comp.
Ja.
Because I think
Wir outrangen. TVH, wir outrangen, aber die Vayne ist ein Problem. Die Vayne ist ein Riesenproblem. Weiß nicht, es ist bestimmt playable, aber... Er ist bestimmt playable, aber ich habe Angst. Empiros muss wieder, ja, wir brauchen ein Pop-Off-Game. Ein fucking Pop-Off-Game. Es ist nicht impossible. Es ist nicht impossible. Es ist nicht impossible.
Victor Pantheon combo.
Es ist nicht impossible.
So then you turn your attention maybe to bot lane, but like Civic, and we just went through everything. The spell shields and the once Lulu gets level 6, killing this bot lane becomes hard. Maybe they can dive it for sure before level 6.
What about top?
And that's what I mean. It's Vayne top. Yeah, you can basically throw all your eggs in the basket of let's camp Vayne, which teams have done against Kana before. But if you're doing that, then the Civ is just free scaling in the bottom lane, and eventually you're going to reach a point where I'm Kalist, I'm Sivir. Hello. So I'm worried for Fnatic. I think that their draft doesn't.
Ich glaube beim Los, ne, ich glaube nicht 100%. Aber dann wird es sehr schwierig.
But yeah, you're gonna have a masterclass game from Razork, I think, for Fnatic to come out ahead.
Let's see. Final game of the road trip. Thank you to everyone at home for joining in, being a part of it. Whether you're on a co-stream or on our native broadcast, it has been a pleasure to host you. Or if you're here in the venue, for some reason you got your phone out. I don't know how you can hear us.
If you're in the venue watching the English broadcast,
you must have some good headphones. Like noise cancellation is Yahoo. This is a mistake.
W startet Lines.
He's got to flash away.
Wait, but Razork's now started with W.
He has started with W, but what do you value?
Hier, Junge, wir haben den langsamsten Clear, den die Welt je gesehen hat jetzt. Es ist der langsamste Clear, den die Welt je gesehen hat. Oh mein Gott.
Well, I mean, hey, Vladdy, now you have a nice health advantage. You can look to get a couple nice trades in.
Mid is one, aber at what cost?
The thing about Jin in lane is he slaps.
Yeah.
That's how I like to think about him. He's just a champ that slaps hard, right? That's why when you
Es ist sogar okay, wir sind 5 Sekunden langsamer nur auf dem ersten Camp fertig. No joke.
into gain lane control, and you're about to see it right now. Dancing grenade into the bang means that yeah, already gets the heal out. So it's a strong 2 versus 2 lane for sure. Using the bouncing blades. Oh, nice straight back from Kalist. Gets hit to the Mantra Q. But there's level 2 now. Fnatic.
Oh, Busio, he gets hit as well. Deadly Forest waiting for it. It finds Busio not. He walks down, dodges. Nice karting, nice feeders. Kalist backs off, and Fnatic, as you said, it was 2 first that initiated the play. Spell shield, bit of help.
It's situations like this where I think that Razork can now threaten a bot dive, but he can't afford to.
Nein.
Top. He's actually still pathing top. So he's pathing away from this bot lane 2 versus 2.
Was gut ist.
Focus is going to be on trying to make some sort of play happen top.
Ich glaube, clearen ist auch in Ordnung. Alles ist in Ordnung. Toplane absichern und einfach clearen ist fein.
Kana is already up quite a bit of CS. It's a cannon wave, so...
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him do this so many times before on the Vayne, where he's just... yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
range tops.
Ambrose is going to do his best, and that's really all we can hope for him. Range tops are never a fun experience, especially against someone that really knows how to punish the matchup.
Yep.
Keep my eyes on the junglers though. Upset and lost, but have to be so careful.
Guter Base-Timer.
Roam from Yahoo as well. He's just dropping a ward, but that movement into the fog of war increases the threat of a potential run towards the bottom lane.
Oh, ist echt die 2,55 fast fertig. Nicht bad. Nicht bad at all.
So far, not really.
Wir sind nicht gebased. Okay.
I mean, he's a bit behind Yike, of course.
Haben wir den Wave gecheatet bekommen, oder was?
He's not at the worst position. He'll be able to get that top crab, end up being just a trade overall. He's actually even fishing around mid lane. Ooh, nice.
Wir sollten es Kyle matchen.
W. Good crash. There's Yahoo.
No flash.
Yeah, he jumps out.
Nein, nicht flashen.
Big of a commitment, yeah, they're too far.
Passt.
Nice use of the W there from Yahoo.
Ja, okay, wir matchen Kyle nicht.
Wave in a good spot though
Okay.
for Vladdy. He's going to slow push towards his tower, so
Yeah.
he's building a bit of a CS lead. Yahoo already invested his TP, means that Vladdy really is just in a fantastic spot because he still has the TP available to him. Yahoo has to try and push this wave underneath the tower, get a base off now. He's doing it in the middle of the lane though, which is a little bit dangerous.
Collector first kann auch Hexoptik sein.
I mean, he's going to cancel
Beides fein.
So now,
Hexoptik oder Collector.
support. Now you rely on your support to help get the push, and he's going to be able to do that. So nice stuff there from Yahoo. The wave was basically slow pushing away from him. That meant that he was perma overextended in mid lane, and so he had to push another wave out. He wanted to stick around for another wave, so Busio has to come and assist. And now Vladdy will catch this wave, but Vladdy will get a nicer base off, simply because, well, he stayed in lane for longer, and he has the TP available to come back to lane.
Ward that was placed by Yahoo, that control ward you pointed out, now spotted
Geht
out.
Ghostblade?
Information that he's on the bottom
Oh,
of
okay.
the map as
I guess.
Yike is moving up.
Wenn ich da nicht Rapid Fire into Stormriser sehe, dann ist es auch okay.
Level 6 for junglers, really. It's been a slow early game so far. But that's what I'd expect. Is level 6 is the breaking point, it feels, for both these teams.
So Vladdy's going Rod of Ages, which is just like...
What's the
Langsam.
It's just hyper scaling, man.
It is, and you're worried about scaling in
Yeah,
this
because I
game,
think they get outscaled.
yeah, that's why I asked the question. I had to get the answer for the viewers from you.
Yeah.
You know?
My apologies.
That's okay.
Ultimately, Rod of Ages delays Victor's ability to fight, and it is a scaling item. It gives you more HP, which is valuable against dive, but against a comp that I think does eventually...
Gehen wir roher Lichtspin oder was?
I think that going for a scaling option just plays into Casey's win conditions.
That's a good point. Blackfire Torch normally the other
I mean,
option.
also, the other reason why you go Rod of Ages is just because Yahoo has a ton of burst, right? That's what Aurora is. She's a burst mage. She tries to one-shot you with a combo. And Rod of Ages having HP just really helps. So that's the reason why he's doing it. I don't know if it's a great idea, though.
It's obviously upset you a little bit, so we'll see if it's worth. As Vladdy's now hit level 6, Yahoo just going to receive the wave while Razok moves down. Maybe in an attempt to start this dragon. Vladdy's going to move as well. Yike for the scuttle, also a big question in as Kalista's going to get tethered, rooted down, deadly flourish. Spell's just one part of it, doesn't have the ulti to get on out. We're fighting over bottom.
Oh mein Gott.
Secured by Yike, level 6 hit here for KC.
Oh mein Gott, kriegen wir Yike tot?
Up against wall, he gets
Oh mein Gott, gewinnen wir? Nee.
Chaos Storm is good as Vladdy is holding his ground. Gets a return trade. Busio flashes two. It's going to be matches deadly flourish.
Okay, 1 for 1.
Yeah, who gets out of
Okay.
doing too much here outside of the ulti.
Kill für Bloody gegen Kill für Yike. Okay. Okay. Ist okay.
Fnatic. Razork flash W's in to try and...
Okay. Kann ich mit arbeiten.
Yike had the upgraded smite available to him, but Yike turns his attention towards the crab to try and kill it as quickly as possible. He then gets the level 6 for himself, and he utilizes it to help KC get that first blood. So keep track of Yike here. He knows that he has the upgraded smite available. You can see that on the icon at the bottom of your screen. He flashes to avoid the gravity field from coming down, gets level 6, then the polymorph onto the Pantheon, the ulti comes down, they then get that first kill onto Razork. Of course, Yike has now committed his flash as well, so it ends up being a trade 1 for 1. The good news for Vladdy is this Victor will be
Okay, erste Panther die Bot.
more stacks towards the upgrade.
Busios Kopf muss rollen.
Disappears. Yeah, so he's now got his first upgrade already. We'll see whether he gets the laser.
Busios Kopf muss rollen.
It largely depends on his preference.
I guess it's what you value more, though, and the people at home. Yike having a lead or Vladdy having a lead, because the biggest thing for me is that Vladdy this tournament has been quite influential.
I think it's his death ray that he's chosen to upgrade.
I guess it depends on matchup if it's Q or E first, right?
Yeah, basically. Sometimes if you want to trade more, you go for the Q upgrades, but... Oh, he does
Yeah,
actually
Q upgrade. Wow.
No, he's actually got Q upgrade. My
Wow.
apologies.
Betty, you absolutely
I thought the
Okay.
icon was slightly different. Oh, my bad. But yeah, Q gives you the bonus movement speed. And I think a slightly bigger shield, but I might be misremembering.
He's also up in CS. I mean, 10 CS here, Vladdy outside of the kill. That's why 500 gold in his stead. On the other side, I'm questioning people at home. Do you prefer Yike? Because Yike has been very influential this series.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
On his Vi, trading ability. Mega Pog. As he's going to get invaded now. Fnatic running in. It's Razork, who's also got a tunneler going for the blue buff spawn. Casey don't know yet. Outside of the wall that's been denied over by this Phaelite. There's been some quick sticks. As Yike is going to walk back towards it now. He has a smite. Vault breaker in. Oh, the smite was early from Razork. And Yike picks up his own camp. He's ahead in the jungle. As curtain call. Here we go. Retribution play. Polymorph not bad, but Busio's still dead. Kalista's going to spell shield the fourth shot as Upset finds Yike on the way in. Meanwhile, the final hour. Condemned from Kana. Solo kill coming in. Empress is toast. Kana carries from the top lane.
Fnatic find a good play on the bot side of the rift, but Kana answers back in top lane. Getting a solo kill with the Vayne is massive for KC, as Kana is looking to put his carry pants on here in game 3.
Kana already up CS, he gets the push in. Look at that monstrous wave, observers. Take me up to the horror of top lane while Yike is doing grubs. Teleport coming in, that'll mitigate some of it, but thank you so much. Oh my lord. About 4 or 5 minions lost.
He's 30 CS down. He also got solo killed. A full level behind now. 2 grubs will be secured by KC. 1 will be answered back by Razork. Wow, I mean, I like the gank from Fnatic bot lane though. I think these are the type of plays they need to make. Take advantage of the fact that Busio wasn't level 6 yet, didn't have his flash available. A very clean kill overall. Bit of trading, and you can see Upset really winning out in these early skirmishes. But
oh yeah.
KC, when it comes to scaling, the fact that they already have themselves an early
oh yeah.
is not a
yeah.
Fnatic are in the early game.
Between Worlds is quite nice here onto Vladdy, waiting for a bit of trading with the twofold Hex, and Vladdy holds onto his Chaos Storm, so the in the end as we look towards the bottom lane. Clear spell, shield, deadly flourish, good dodge away, boomerang blade onto upset. He gets 4 shot into Busio, but taking stock of the early game, 600 gold lead. Dragon still up and hasn't been approached just yet as we crest on the 10-minute mark. But again, that top lane is an issue as Kana heading towards the first item mighty fast.
Very nice trades coming through from the Fnatic bot lane. They are taking advantage of what they can with this chip Karma, doing a very good job. Kalist also going to lose a decent amount of farm there after being forced back to base. Vladdy and Yehu continues to trade. Vladdy holds on to a reasonable lead for now, but this Vayne, man, it's just getting scarier and scarier. I'm looking at this Fnatic comp and I'm like, how do they really deal with it?
Pantheon.
I mean, yeah, but he's running Exhaust too.
Jin.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm looking for answers. Upset maybe he is too. He's got
boy.
Will he get to use it? He does. Into the book.
Okay.
Has gone deep here. Razork with the
Okay.
straight vault breaker on the way out. Deadly.
Okay, Vladdy TP, okay.
Big play for Fnatic. If they can line them up, Kalista last shot. No, it's into Yike. As Lothbus
Okay.
kill. Kalista on the run, slowed down, not by the Comet Spear as he dodges away from it.
Drake für uns, okay.
And to be taken for free with Fnatic.
Alles nicht fatal.
Impressive stuff there from Fnatic. The fact that they were able to escort Upset to safety and then he used
Alles nicht bad.
to turn the play around, allowing for Fnatic to get themselves a kill onto Yike was huge. A bit of farm was lost in the mid lane for Vladdy, but he committed his TP to make sure that he was there, ready to assist.
Oh, Toplane ist ein War Crime.
And it really did pay off. So the bot side of the map going the way
Toplane ist ein War Crime leider.
to the game.
So ungütiger.
Giant crevice in the top lane that Fnatic is going to have to deal with at some point.
You know, you close the door, doesn't mean that it's not on fire. You still got to deal with it as Busio face checked here into Upset, and it looked like a good start for KC.
Yeah, it certainly did. The combo was good. The chain CC flash from Upset, pops the barrier, but then the heal on top of the shielding that comes through from Losbo was fantastic. Deadly Flourish connects, Vladdy arrives, forces Yike to flash out early. And then, yeah, the only downside is that Losbo does pick up that kill. Ideally, you want to put that onto Vladdy or onto Razork. But either way, Vladdy now with his second upgrade after getting that assist means that he has the Death Ray and the Q both empowered.
Yeah, who's just taking the wave as he gets the push in, looking for a back timer here. He's already got the Proto Belter, first item on the board as Rod of Ages also for Vladdy for the stacking. If you're a Fnatic fan, you're seeing them with the Dragon to start the game off, and the only thing you're worried about is how they start dealing with the top lane. Is Razork with his first item, with ulti up and available. My question is, Vedi, how can he approach top when there are 4 wards controlling all the territory that Razork is going to ult from?
My friend.
You don't?
Ich glaube, Toplane Ulti actually nicht gut gerade. Wir werden Kana niemals töten und dann hast du so viel Pressure raus wegen der Pantheon Ulti, die Mist. Ich glaube, Toplane Ulten wäre gerade ein Fehler. Ich glaube, es ist zu spät, um Toplane zu ulten schon. So, es hört sich dumm an, aber ich glaube, es ist zu spät, um Top zu ulten.
Boy, hang on, Lothbus in trouble. It's autoed out really nice here from Busio. Just giving a bit of helping hand with picks. Ardent Sensor picked up as we look towards the top lane. Yike has snuck in.
Yike, come on, man. Show the poor boy some mercy.
I don't know if he will. Yike is going to wait for the cease and desist. Ampros is pulling back, however. Maybe just trying to scout. Yeah. Drops a ward. Will Yike stay is the question.
I think he's just there to cover. Oh, no. Yeah, he's just there to cover. Oh, no.
Oh, Naveni, I think you're wrong. Cease and desist. Busted by
Gut von einem Pyros, aber er ist trotzdem tot. Er ist nicht tot. Er ist tot. GG. Oh. Well, 1 von 0, ja. Ja, erneut. War zu spät für Top. Ist zu spät für Top Lane.
Damn, Yike is really keen on being a bully in this top side. Emperos does his absolute best to outplay that, but there was only so much he could do. We look back, his ult timing was perfect. Just as the ulti from the Vi comes through, he's able to dash away, get to safety, tries to get a bit of damage down onto Kana, but it's Yike that takes the tower aggro. Then it comes so close to being another kill, but Razork has the shield to buy some time. Kana realizes, whoa, the tower is stacked up way too much, I can't go for any more. 1 for 2, Razork does his best to keep his top laner alive, but he's there too late.
Flash was burned by Kana, but he still has the exhaust available, so let's see how it rinses and repeats as we got a Herald up in 45 seconds. Last game,
Müsst chillen.
it was either game 1 or game 2, rather, it was a monster.
Einfach chillen, guys. Deep. Gibt genug Sachen, die man konstruktiv schreiben kann.
Deadly Flourish not going to connect here as Lothbus willing to commit and step up with him in the lane. Fnatic really want priority here. You can see Yike spotted on a ward as well as Vladdy now in position 2.
Wir müssen chillen.
Notice that they've moved Emperos out of the lane. They've decided
Ja, Riesenproblem. Also Riesenproblem, weil wir können diese, also ich glaube, wir bekommen diese Vayne nicht mehr gefragt. So, sie hat jetzt kein Flash, aber sobald der Flash wieder ab ist, wir kriegen diese Vayne nicht tot. Also unter dem Turret, ja, safe, unter dem Turret hätten wir sie, glaube ich, stunnen können, aber jetzt, at this point, haben wir ein ganz großes Problem, oder nicht, gegen die Vayne.
Here we go. Herald started off. Good push comes through from Vladdy in the top lane. Contest over mid is won by upset. And here we are. Yike hovering around.
Mal schauen.
Yeah, who has TP, but it does look like, yeah, Yike's disembarking off this ride. Too wild to go for a contest, so Herald just given over to Fnatic.
Very valuable, very valuable against the Sivir. With so much wave play on the side of KC, you need that extra help to push through these towers.
Ich glaube, erste Ulti wäre vom Pantheon auch realistisch okay gewesen. Danach ist halt so, ja, dann hat Toplane sein Play bekommen und dann haben sie nochmal ein Play bekommen und dann, at this point, ist halt schwierig. Jetzt nur schauen. Wer ist jemand besseres Scaling? Casey, denke ich. Ich glaube, wir haben nicht viele, also wir haben nicht viele Möglichkeiten gegen die Vayne später. Mal schauen. Vladdy kann Wombi nein. Ich denke, range-technisch sind wir hier okay aufgestellt, richtig, aber ja, weiß nicht. Toplane ist halt sehr problematisch. Fuck, man. Unless. BTP rein. Wait a minute. BTP auch. Oh, Gottes Willen. Oh, Gottes Willen. Gewinnen wir? Gewinnen wir? Oh, wir haben keinen Damage für Kanna. Wir haben keinen Damage für Kanna. 0 Damage für Kanna. Fuck, man.
A massive brawl in the bot side jungle.
Yeah.
As KC answer the call from Fnatic, trying to keep their support alive. It's Losper face checking into Yike. He's not expecting this at all, and KC think they've got an easy kill. The chain CC is good. Ulti into Polymorph, but he gets this brief window where he can flash over the wall. Razork turns his attention onto Busio, and this is where chaos really kicks off. The TPs come through from the top laners, but Kana just has so much more gold. Fnatic,
Ja, wir haben mal keinen Damage, ne? Es ist schon top.
and he is just picking them apart one by one. He gets the kill onto Vladdy, he gets the earlier kill onto Razork, and it's a 2-for-1 going the way of KC.
You pose the question, who really stops Kana? Well, in the fight so far, even though there's really only been one in a small scope, not really anyone to stop him.
Yeah.
As Dragon starts, this would be one for KC, and I think it is one for KC, considering that Fnatic are nowhere nearby.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I'm drawing everyone's attention towards Kana in the top lane, but like that, well, I've mentioned it in draft, you've still just got a Sivir that's just farming.
And doing a good job.
Combo ist schwierig, ja. Agreed. Combo ist sehr schwierig. Jetzt. At this point, Combo ist sehr schwierig.
She's just going to keep scaling as the game goes on. Fnatic, they've set up a trap, but Kana, his spidey senses, he reads it.
Yeah, who back though? Kana's final hour is up. Can he do the Vayne Dream, the 1v2, without his second item?
Haben wir Damage für den?
His spidey senses, as you said, waiting for it. Public execution, Emperos reveals.
Weiß es, ne?
Kana stepping up, last minion dead.
He's like, this is too weird.
Weiß.
And they're going to get mid for, for KC, big win. They open up mid.
Yeah, absolutely, because Fnatic spent all their time trying to set a trap up down in bot lane, and Kana, he doesn't need to do anything now. The work's been done. He wins this matchup.
Emperos going to go in, gets the Eclipse, but it's about the after trades that Kana looks to proceed with. KC are moving down. Look at this. The Rift favors
Oh, fuck.
KC. All four there. Public execution.
Oh, fuck.
Now Emperos has no way of getting out. He's going to use the Drake out step, but season
Oh, fuck.
against the wall. It's free real estate for Carmine Core.
KC are just slaughtering Fnatic now. They are picking them apart across the map. Fnatic doing their best to get across map. But a tower is going to be secured for KC in the bottom lane. Yeah, it absolutely is. The Herald will be dropped. They could probably escort this towards the next tower in top lane as well. Get a couple extra plates.
Also Emperos, das Wurf, ich frag dich anders. Wer soll die Vayne stoppen, wenn die ja besser komplett aus dem Game raus ist? Immer so darüber nachdenken.
Fnatic just don't have the early game tools to really do much.
Und wenn wir die Vayne stoppen, wer stoppt dann die Sivir? Wie läuft LCS 1-0 für Lion? Weil der Cleanfeed hat keine Audienz drin leider. Ab nächste Woche können wir wieder. Ab nächste Woche können wir wieder normalen Cleanfeed machen, aber hier gibt es leider im Cleanfeed keine Crowd. Und das wäre sehr verschwendet. Das wäre sehr verschwendet für den Roadshow. Ab nächste Woche wieder.
Yeah, so one could say it's looking quite dire for Fnatic right now. Another tower will be secured by Fnatic, and I guess all eyes turn to up.
Weiterhin sind es nur 3K. Right, also es sind nur 3K. Problem ist, dass ja, ich brauche noch eine Idee, wie wir die Vayne töten. Ne? Und danach die Sivir.
Sorry, from KC was enough to get the win against Fnatic in the previous game. But right now things are looking simply fantastic for KC as they look to round out this weekend with a 3-0 series score.
It would be a statement, wouldn't it? It'd be a 6-0 LEC Spring with 3 more series to go afterwards, but
Jin könnte Meter machen ohne dicken Tank, das stimmt. Erneut, range-technisch mache ich mir ja wenig Sorgen. Was ist wenig Sorgen, aber also range-technisch sind wir okay. Haben wir genug Damage für sowohl die Vayne als auch die Sivir. Mit einer Lulu. Das sind die 3 Punkte hier. Ich weiß nicht. Mal schauen.
Is this going to be another KC split? Is it going to be like 2025, where they went to first stand in our winter?
Well, there's still 2 weeks left to go, and KC, they've still got some tough opponents ahead of them.
Die werden wir sich stehen spielen. Ja, wir werden sehen. Mal schauen.
KC, I mean, they've been challenged this weekend, is the truth.
Yeah.
Right? The expectation was that it would be 2-0s across the board, and that's not really what we've been given. I think that we saw some surprising performances from both Shifters and Fnatic. But yeah, KC now in Game 3 really establishing their dominance. With a 3k gold lead, Dragon spawning in a minute's time. They've got Yehu pushing in the top wave. I like this from him. He has the TP ready to go at a moment's notice. Fnatic with good vision control around the Dragon. They pushed out bot, but they've got to reset, they've got to replenish, they've got to spend what gold they can ahead of this objective. And this will give KC an opportunity to reclaim that vision control.
Yeah, who's also got 2 items here. So if we're talking about a contest around the Dragon, even though Vladdy just picked up Leandri's, obviously right now you're seeing the burst of an Aurora. And that one-shot capability that we've seen week after week here in the LEC.
Und das Problem ist auch, dass XP-technisch Empiros sehr behind ist.
As KC hold control towards the river line through Summoner's Rift right now. Kana's now in position 2. And we teleport in. It's commitment for either the Baron or, of course, this third Dragon.
Very early TP, Yehu hovering.
Oh. Sind wir spike-technisch gut genug dabei? Ich meine, Vladdy ist fast Level 15. Bei dem Fnatic. Yahoo ist von DRX. Und Losbar war letztes Jahr bei Giant X Academy. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
They made it look personal as they targeted Vladdy and wanted to eliminate him from the fight quickly. Over the wall.
Oh, fuck.
Through from Yike. He sets his sights on the victor. And then Kana's left to unleash. Level 15 on the Vayne. Tearing apart Fnatic. KC are making this final game look very one-sided.
Lost was going to look for an angle up in the top lane after Between Worlds has been used by Yehu. It's still a 2-item Aurora. Lost becomes into vision now. 2-fold Hex and
okay. Oh, fuck.
Jumps out, Protobelt kites through, but
oh, nein. Der wird wieder ab. Okay, Game endet hier. Game endet hier. GG. Scheiße. Fuck, ey, wegen einem Nash-Steal. Fuck, ey, wegen einem Nash-Steal. Mathematisch sind wir noch nicht raus. Leicht ist es nicht mehr.
A 5.5k gold lead for KC. Looks nothing short of dominant to round out this weekend here in France.
Denying Vladdy's revenge and his statement coming into this with upset as well. KC's new squad are going to pick up Baron, a major gold lead that crests over 6,000, and the game in the palm of their hands.
We look back at the mid lane fight. Yahoo sees the focus is onto Vladdy. He does everything he can to get out of that. He drops his ult, he drops the gravity field. Kana just dances around it. Yike gets the second kill onto Razork, but the damage is terrifying. And it comes back to this question of how do they deal with Kana? Drops the exhaust quickly onto Upset. The damage suddenly disappears, and then a polymorph onto the Victor as well. It's so hard for Fnatic to play this game. The Vayne has been such a fantastic pick from start to finish. Kana,
oh man,
I mean, he has been the MVP here of Game 3.
That guy's definitely Korean. 5-1-4, 3.6k gold lead. Fnatic need to move their way out of this hole, and I'm just talking about the top lane right now. He's also got a QSS with a BF sword as Yike gets over the wall to help Kalist secure this turret with the Baron buff. Vladdy trying to get his work done in the top lane, get some gold back, but mid under fire, bot still under fire. Yike finds an angle, Razork's here, cease and desist, interrupts the stun between worlds with the knockup from the Lulu. Wild growth onto Razork, onto Yike's head. Kalist will pick him up, Yahoo gets over the wall, bursts a bit of Empros as well, but KC are on the home stretch. Curtain call tries to slow the game down as it sends KC out of the base, but Yike absorbs and KC deflect to the next wave.
I mean, the wave
Ich glaube, das große Problem ist, dass wir nicht, also wir haben keine guten Blind-Picks, right? Ich glaube, das, to be fair, es ist auch sehr schwer, Toplane zu blind-picken at this point, weil der halt, also, welchen Champion blind-pickst du, wo es da nicht diesen OP-Counter gibt, richtig? Sehr schwierig und ich glaube, das zeigt sich halt. Da musst du last picken. Ja, es ist auf jeden Fall eine Idee, ja. Ja, und auf dem Carry das Problem ist, wenn du, also Tanks sind halt alle gebannt gewesen, glaube ich, fast alle. Und dann bekommst du halt das Problem ab, dass die dann Last Pick besser machen mit am besser Wei. Kannst du auch nicht spielen, ist schwierig. Sehr schwieriger Draft, also nicht unbedingt super schwieriger Draft, aber sehr schwierige Draft-Situation in 4-5, die wir hatten.
The only way Fnatic can really have a chance of turning this game around is if KC make an egregious mistake at this point. Kana kind of has to die, but even if he does, Sivir is now online. I mean, Kalista's already doing damage before, but I assure you, this Sivir is going to be melting. I mean, look, just the bouncing blades alone.
Ja, wenn jetzt auch mit QSS. Problem möglich gewesen. Potenziell, aber dann spielst du gegen Gwen oder sowas. Blind-Pick ist aber sehr schwierig auf Toplane. Mal. Haben wir Damage? Wait, haben wir Damage? Wait, haben wir Damage? Die ist richtig? Was? Yike? Warte. Haben wir Damage? Warte.
Kana's now here. It's a condemned to get out. Deadly Forge will not find a stun, but as he burns down, final hour's not enough. Fnatic.
Komm in Ash? Drake?
Unbelievable, simply unbelievable by Fnatic.
Ja, wirklich unbelievable. Wie?
But KC overextend.
Wie?
They stay too long in the fight. We look back. And it's a commitment, it's a last-ditch effort. The TP flank, I thought this would result in their demise, but the Pantheon ult timing is good. It arrives just before the TP does, so the polymorph goes on to Razork, but he throws the E out, mitigating so much damage. They get the first kill onto Yike.
Haben die gefeedet? Ich meine, Kalist kann kein einziges... Also, Kalist Autotech nicht, ne? Der Fight war ohne Kalist. Nicht vergessen, der Fight war ohne Kalist. Also ohne Kalist Autotechs.
Bit by bit, slowly but surely, they take away the KC HP bars. KC then tried to turn it, and that's the moment that Fnatic look to strike. They get one kill onto Yike, they get the kill onto Kalist. Shutdown after shutdown, kill after kill. Fnatic miraculously find a fight in this game.
The support unwavering, but concerns now arise. Fnatic with these chase downs, with these shutdowns. They minimize it down to only 6,000 gold in the lead. Actually, we come back to live. 5,000 just above that as Dragon was denied. Fnatic picked it up in the replay.
Okay. LDA bei Upset fertig. Sehe ich 4 Items bei Jin? Hat der AI gehabt? Der hatte AI, ne? Nee, AI hat der Rapid Fire gehabt? Hat der Rapid Fire und hat der 100% Crit jetzt? Hat RFC? Okay. 100% Crit, okay. Alright. Keine Flashes bei KC. 5 Flashes down. Ja, 100% Crit auf Jin.
Vladdy working towards that Zhonya's. The GA's down for both junglers. And Emperor still very far behind Kana, but 2 items finished. Working towards that, either Death's Dance or GA. Fnatic still in a very difficult position. KC lost a single fight, but they have not lost the game.
Das ist playable, wenn die kein Flash haben, ja. Erneut. Kommen wir mit der Vayne zurecht? Ich weiß es nicht. I don't know. Ich weiß es wirklich nicht. Und ihr müsst überlegen, diese 5k Gold, 4k davon sind auf Toplane. Just FYI, okay? 4k Gold, 4k von den 5 sind auf Top. Der Rest der Map ist okay.
He's doing a lot of work to chip through KC, who don't have a hard tank. They only have an enchanter and a bruiser and a couple of squishy carries. It is Vladdy who can get revenge on the organization. Some mean things were said.
Was brauche ich auf der Tür im Jungle? Hubris, Cleaver, Shojin, irgendwas in die Richtung.
Baron's up. Everyone focused around the top side. Fnatic surprisingly walking in with heads held high.
They've gained control over the river. It's KC that backs off. Now the fight for the mid-wave control begins. The side lane's looking fairly promising.
HD. Oh, das Polymorph. Oh, der Polymorph. Oh, der Polymorph. GG. Fuck. Fuck, Lulu Polymorph war sick. Schade. Schade. Gute Early Games, honestly, gute Early Games diese Woche. Rechnerisch ist noch nicht over. Ich bin mit den Early Games zufrieden. Schade, ey. Schade. Fuck, ey. Schade. Schade. Schade.